You're going to keep coming back. I'm going to seal up all my cracks. You're going to keep coming back. Why? Because you keep smelling the syrup.
What's blooming? Yes, your boy Shinko, Fleur, chilling. And welcome to just a regular stream. I'm not really doing anything. Didn't feel like doing anything today, like specifically. So I'm just gonna be chilling here. I did want to watch DSP seething, um, seething over the react, like basically the interview aftermath, and I thought that was cool. No, today's not a glaze state kind of day. Game Master, it's just chilling. We're just gonna watch DSP seethe and shit, and I'm just gonna play some Splatoon real quick. That's about it. Nothing big today. Just chilling. I also have this, like, I want to test out my my audio for streaming because it's been fucking up, and I want to test that. So let me just say what's up to everybody. Velo Fog, what's up, baby? Wilson Gal, Robotic Gentleman, Nasty Fripples, Extra Galactic Girl, Psycho Spider 1, what's up, Gengar Green, Game Master, Stream Elements, Mr. Moldy Butt, Irie 1. Well, that's about everybody. That's what's up. Okay, cool. I mean, we can just get started. All right, so here we go. Let me just set up these windows so I can see what's going on. There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna go over like him being backstabbed by side scrollers or whatever. You know how that is. So let's just get to it, and then I'll just come on. There we go.
Hello, everyone.
Ooh, that's a little loud.
Phil here, doing something that I didn't want to do, something that I didn't plan on doing whatsoever.
Yes, you
All
did.
Tonight is a stream that's completely random. That,
You knew it was coming.
Originally was supposed to be gameplay. All right. Like,
FIFA, what's up, baby?
I just want to get back to normality around here.
Normality.
But I'm not allowed to. So it's all right. Tonight, I basically am going to do something. I'm going to put an end to a lot of stuff tonight, for once and for all, because basically I find myself in a situation that, I'll be honest with you, I'm not surprised I'm in this situation, but at the very same time,
hey, what's up, Lunar Guardian?
I'm
Kevin York, what's up? Jedi
sure,
Nightwing, what's up? Just chilling.
Let's just say that this was not a shocker, nor is this something that has taken me by, oh my god, I can't believe it, nor was it not something that I had already planned. Because I pretty much knew it was
What's up,
going
Uncle
to
Vals?
happen.
Izzy Jones, what's up,
Let us
baby?
begin, shall we?
What happened?
Ladies
No.
and gentlemen, today is Friday, March 17th, 2023.
Oh my god, we know this,
Yesterday,
Phil.
I appeared on a podcast called Side Scroll.
Yes, we know
It
that,
was a
Phil.
5-hour interview.
Yes,
Like,
we
you
know
wanna
that,
call it
Phil.
Interrogation. I will call it an interview because that's what it was
Phil,
scheduled
just
to be, and I
get
feel like,
to the meat.
You know, that's what it basically was.
Paper Penguin
to give you a
22,
quick
what's up, baby?
backstory. I am a fan of an old website called screwtack.com.
Oh my god, just get to it. I totally forgot. I totally forgot he goes to
And they
this
used to have
fucking shit.
a podcast on there called Side Scrollers, and I loved it. I listened to
Yonkers,
Side
what's up,
Scrollers,
baby?
I used to listen to all the content, or watch all the content on the site. I was fans of those guys. I went out and met the people from screwattack.com at a convention called MagFest in 2007. This was long before I was ever a YouTuber.
MagFest was cool. I went to MagFest once.
They
It's
were
pretty
awesome
cool.
people. But when I became a YouTuber, I kind of lost touch with them. Never really watched their content anymore. I was too busy making my own, just like I fell out of watching a lot of people's content. I was friendly with a guy named Stuttering Craig. He was one of the two.
Yo, Skate, what's up, baby?
Co-owners. Later on, he became like
Raid White Hype, I
the
see you,
sole owner of
baby.
The company, and he was running a convention in 2013 called Screw Attack Gaming Convention. And so they're looking for guests. I reached out, said I'd like to be a guest, and now I'm a YouTuber. Here I am years later. Used to be a big fan of yours, and now I'm a YouTuber. Can I be a guest? And, Craig was super nice, nothing but cordial.
Yo, they just, bro, they just ran up on me.
The internet was starting to turn against me with that whole "this is how you don't play" movement.
What the fuck was
and to have someone
that?
who was actually being nice to me was a rarity. Okay, that was the last time that I talked to Craig, 2013. All right, and it's been a decade. A lot changes in a decade, correct? So out of the blue, Craig emails me my business email, which is nice of him to actually figure out that there's ways to contact people via.
Yeah, because you keep telling people to do it. It's not because.
That tonight, I guess, was someone else. Anyway,
No,
so he
no,
emailed me
hold
through
on,
my
hold
email last month.
No.
Or early February.
I wasn't even paying attention. No, Phil. The thing is, it's not that that's the only way to get in contact with you. It's not that's the way to do things. It's that's your autistic way of making people reach out to you. That's it. That was the only way for him to get in contact with you. It's not that he thought that was the right way to go. It was the only way to go.
It tells me, I'm rebooting Side Scrollers, and your name came up as one of the earlier people that we'd like to have on the show as a guest. Would you like to be on the show? I took a look, and I was like...
God, that caught me by surprise, bro. I wasn't even, like, the stupidity of that.
Now, last year, in November, I had it up to here with the internet. The internet had completely been flooded with people who wanted to dump on me, okay?
Nice choice of
Talking
words.
shit about me, constantly regurgitating the exact same memes that they've been regurgitating about me for 5 years. We have evidence of this and that and this and that, and it's not true. All right, that's the whole thing in this whole situation is the things that people are saying about me are either completely untrue or partially untrue, with the actual truth being so ridiculously not what they're saying it is.
But you didn't disprove anything. You didn't prove any of that, though.
And
you didn't disprove nor prove anything from your point of view.
I mention something on my stream sometimes. As I said yesterday, sometimes it's a little white lie. Right? Like instead of
that's all you need.
Certain mobile games, I just don't play it at all. Why? It doesn't affect my streams.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So anyway,
God damn, I'm playing online.
Going on. People always dropping me in a negative light, and it actually irked me. Moist Critical had said in one of his videos that he felt like I was one of the biggest e-beggars and all of this.
You are.
It pissed me off. I don't want to be known like that.
But that's what you are.
I said I would change my style, my content, and everything. I would try to do it less, right?
No, you shouldn't be doing it, period.
If they really talk shit about me, why won't they interview me? Why won't someone interview me? I want someone to interview me. Just give me a fair shake to talk to me. And if we have a fair conversation, at least I can tell you my side of the story, right? So, originally I was working with a couple big YouTubers on possibly doing this.
Can't say no names.
Because what ended up happening was, essentially what it was going to end up being was something bigger than that. Instead of just being an interview, it was going to be, here's the history of darksydephil on the internet, the highs and lows and everything. And after kind of working through that and talking with a couple people, I was like, I really don't want to do that right now. It's too much for me.
But that's what you need to do.
Now this year, I wanted to kind of, change some things up. And essentially, I wanted to continue to change and listen to my audience and do better content. I can't open a whole new channel called DSP Reacts and focus on React content and reviews and things if I'm embroiled in making a freaking documentary about myself. You understand? So I actually turned down the offers that I got from multiple different people and said, I'm going to move on from this. It's not a big deal. When Side Scrollers, I should say, actually, Craig, when he moved, excuse me, I'm completely misspeaking. When Stuttering Craig emailed me in February,
what's up, baby? M Hell Gaming, what's up, baby? PNF, I see you. Steve Guy.
I said, yes, let's do it. After he
Necroverse, what's up, baby?
Going to be on the show on March 1st, which I advised him not to. I outright told him, don't do this. This will not be good.
That's his show.
I just want to be a guest on your show. But he did it anyway. Don't know why.
Because it's his show. It doesn't matter. It's his show.
The internet blew up. Oh my God, Phil's going to be on a show? Phil never goes on a show. I can't believe Phil's on a show. So what happens is all of my detractors who make it literally, the reason for their existence on the internet is to regurgitate the horrible negative memes about me and profit from it. Like, literally, that's what they do. There's entire channels and businesses based off of hating on darksydephil on YouTube. We all know this.
Shout out to the businesses.
It's news to me. Everyone knows there's a cycle of drama on YouTube that makes profit for everybody.
Shout out to Cycle of Profit.
So they all reach out to him. Excuse me. And he entertains it all, basically. He's like, whoa, I'm so blindsided. I didn't expect that this was going to happen when I invited darksydephil onto the show, right? That's what I warned him about, but he didn't listen to me. He didn't actually take it seriously, okay? So he gets bombarded, and all of a sudden, he's seeing a lot of attention that he's never seen before. Keep in mind, the Side Scrollers podcast has just started. This show, on average, was pulling in between, I'd say around 200 viewers a show live. Afterwards, you get a few thousand viewers every day on the show, with the on-demand views or whatever. So it's not a huge podcast. It's not a tiny podcast by any means. It's not like 2 viewers, but it's a growing podcast. It's a work in progress, and he's trying to rebuild it from the ground up, which is very respectable, trying to bring it back after that long hiatus. And so he's basically sees, here's all these people who are now interested all of a sudden in my show, and they're basically telling me you absolutely must grill Phil. You can't just have Phil on your show as a guest. You have to grill Phil.
Grill Phil.
Like him, and here's the reasons why, and here come all the memes, right? So Craig is bombarded with these memes for 2 weeks. He contacts me again. He basically says, you know, well, actually, I think I wrote to him. I said, I saw on the show today we were harassed basically by these people.
What's up, Professor
and,
Friendship? How you
know,
doing,
so this
baby?
is gonna
Mike
happen.
Kronikowski, what's
And
up,
he basically
baby?
says, yeah, in light of this, we want to do an interview. We don't want to have it be you a guest on the show like we normally have. Normally what their show is, it's a variety show. There's segments. There'd be a segment about news. There'd be a segment about everyone just shooting the shit. They have segments about people's collectibles at their house and what they do, and they show their collectibles. You know, fun stuff like that. Gaming and pop culture. It's a great show in that regard. So he says, I want you on as an interview instead. We have to basically have you on as an interview because I don't see how we can just have you on as a standard guest with all the hate against you on the internet. And I agreed to it. I'm like, yeah, I'm down for this because this is exactly what I wanted to do. You know, months ago. And I actually felt that these guys would be a good neutral party to actually
Now listen to my bullshit.
essentially do the interview because I don't think they had any vested interest in either making me look bad or good. I was wrong. Okay? That's the problem is I was wrong. I didn't understand until basically I found out exactly what was going on, which I have now. But
because somebody told you.
Interest. It sucks that they did because I didn't know that they did. Okay?
Bro, they had a vested interest. Like, okay, like, I don't understand what you mean by vested interest. Like, you think, like, these people are out there, like, fucking, like, defend you? Like, no, they weren't there to defend you. Like, but at the same time, like, they did give you the fair shake that you were looking for, you dumbass. Like, they did. They literally did. They had a vested interest because having you on their channel would equate to views. That's with any, you know, anybody in content creation. That's the whole point. It will bring eyes to the screen. It's something for their audience to see. But at the same time, these people were fair to you, and they gave you every opportunity for you to defend yourself, and you didn't. You stalled the fuck out, bro. Like, you literally stalled the fuck out. That's on you, homie.
So, you know, for the last 2 weeks, I'm under the impression that I'm going into this interview, and it's going to be a very long, very grilling interview. I'm going to give them my undivided attention. I gave them unlimited time, and I said, you can ask me absolutely, positively anything.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Anything. I don't care what it is. Just ask it. And that way I can answer it. And we actually have a place where I've answered all these hard questions about all the negative shit that's been said about me over the years. So here I am, thinking this is going to be a show where if it's going to be a very long show, they're likely going to be doing segments about all the stuff I thought for sure they'd be bringing back. The racist stuff I said in 2010, you know, how I got banned from all these different services and things and how that worked out. You know, the history of me essentially making mistakes on YouTube and, you know.
Did I get it? Yes, I got it.
All right. That's exactly what I thought. And I thought it would keep going. I thought it would just keep going, like, through the history of all the messed up stuff. And what it would be is it would tell a narrative of how over the years I make mistakes. People call me out for the mistakes, right? I either really, really failed to live up to that and improve, or I did in some cases.
No, you never did.
Essentially, that's what I thought it was going to be. Okay, but that's not what it turned out being. We'll talk about that in a second.
No, talk about it now. Why were you taking so long to talk about it?
That was where it was left, and I was assured by Craig that there was not going to be any doxing. There was not going to be any
which they didn't. Which they didn't.
As a result of being on the show,
and he didn't. And he didn't.
Now, you got to be a little skeptical. Because as we're getting closer and closer to this interview, I start getting wind that you know that Craig is like directly talking to all of your detractors every day. Like he's talking to It's a Gundam. He's talking to these people who literally have entire giant video series about you that are all monetized and profitable.
Okay, like
why they go down this route.
No, it's always with the money with you. Oh my God, for a person who hates, let me not go down that route. Let me not have my own space, dead space moment. Let me just shut up. Just it's just always about the money with this guy. Always about the fucking money. Always. Like it's just dude, just be better at your job if you want more money. Be better at your fucking job if you want more money. It's like this is pathetic right here. Like it's just like you're literally whining because people are making money. And you're not making as much. Like dude, you're making money. You're making all the fucking money. Why is this such a fucking hard on for you? You make most of the money. You make 6 fucking figures, my guy. 6 figures. 6 figures. You get to go to steakhouses. You get to go to 3 different pet stores. Why is this such an issue for you? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just like, it's getting annoying now. Like, it's just like, out of everything else, it's getting annoying now. Every single thing has to go relate with money. Everything. I feel like that freaking, like, it was that comic, what's it called? Mouse? Where the fucking guy's father is, like, telling him about his stepmom and shit. He's like, the money. She's always asking about the money. That's how I feel about Phil. It's always about the money.
To make money. It's stupid, but that's why they do it. They know that the day that they talk about darksydephil in a negative light, it's big dollars for them because people like this internet drama. And that's who he's talking to.
But you provided.
I'm like, no, I'm not aware of that. I figured he was bombarded by detractors or whatever, but what can you do, right? I mean,
True, free woo, but it's like, that's the
right? So,
like, but that's the motivation for it, because he's finding out that they're getting, like, because I think they made like what, $2,000 in super chats, like $2,000 in super chats. He was heated. That's rolling in dough. He wants 2,000. I don't think he's ever gotten $2,000 in super chats. I don't think he's ever gotten $2,000 in super chats. Never. So that shit had him a little salty. That shit, man. And I know he's trying to, like, twist the narrative and shit like that, but that money got him tight. Got him tippity tight. What's up, Miles of Galactus? How you doing, baby? I know they should have done. They should have done a vest. Imagine, bro. They would have done the vest. Everybody would have had Gunna glasses. Everybody would have had a goofy hat. That should have been popping. That shit would have been popping. I think I would have fucked with that. Oh, let me. Oh, I'm online. I gotta unpause. Wait. I gotta dodge these missiles. All right, we're good.
Basically, I'm going into the interview, and I'm trusting Craig. I am. Stuttering Craig.
Trust Craig.
Now, the person who runs Side Scroller. I'm trusting.
What's up, That's Cool?
A fair interview. This is going to be unbiased, right? This is going to be neutral.
Oh, wait.
That's a good journalistic interview is a neutral interview.
Oh, I just got splatted.
You ask questions, you get answers. Then you make your judgments based on said answers, okay?
Come on, survive, baby. Just survive.
So, the interview lasted over 5 hours long. All right, I gave them 5.5. I even stayed extra to help out their patrons because their patrons get extra. I stayed extra as a favor to them.
No.
Said I will stay late. All right, it's by far the most popular piece of content they've ever put on the internet.
All right, nice sneak this, but again, it's not because of you. It's not because you brought something to the table. It's because you've been such a fucking recluse. You know, these people wanted to see it. That's it. It's not because you were the draw. It was because, you know, they fucking wanted to see what the fuck well, no, so that says you were the draw. But the thing is, they were willing to get that out of you. And they put themselves out there. Because they, like, Craig really put himself out there. He did put a lot on the line doing this interview. All right? And then the other thing is, it's not like you were actually doing them the favor because these were the only people that were willing to talk to you. So they did you the favor. Okay, because nobody else was willing to talk to you under your stupid ass demands. All right, hold on. Let me get this. Score. All right. Let this play. All right, my bad.
All right, and I'm talking about the Side Scroller show from now. I'm not talking about back in the day. I'm sure Screw Attack probably had way popular stuff. I'm talking about in the modern era. By far, you're talking 30,000+ views in less than 24 hours. The thing blew up and is getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, come on.
Everyone clipping it, restreaming it, talking about it, getting a buzz. From what I'm going to understand, okay, and I don't know if this is true or not because I didn't tell you guys this. I couldn't see the stream chat. Like, I purposely was not in the stream chat at all.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
I have no idea what happened. They made thousands upon thousands
you see what I'm saying?
dollars on that show.
Come on,
okay?
bro.
Come on. The detractors. The detractors were there. And every
push
time
it, push it.
A prying question or, you know, twisting a little
no
more,
fucking way. Come on.
There was more contributions coming in. Okay? That's what I've been told. I didn't sit there and count the dollars as they came in. That's what I've been told for people who actually were watching the stream. You could see it coming in. People were adding up. They're like, oh my God, it's thousands. That's thousands of dollars that came in. Okay? So, what did I think about the show overall? I talked about it on DSP Gaming yesterday as soon as it ended. I felt that it was a fair interview because even though I'll admit, I think that Adam, who's one of the co-hosts, it was Adam and Craig that were interviewing me. I think that Adam was basically kind of very, very critical and or didn't believe me. outright. I can tell you right now, I don't think Adam believed me.
You know he didn't believe you. He
I
told you
thought
to your face.
everything I said out of my mouth.
The man said it to your face multiple times that he didn't believe you, go. Dude.
Kind of seemed that way, didn't it? Craig seemed more neutral. So it kind of it was like a good cop, bad cop interview, correct? And it ended, and I did my own content for the rest of the day. I was fine doing it that way. And that's where everyone thinks it ended, okay? Now, actually, that's not the case. And that's actually one of the things we're going to talk about tonight, is what actually happened, okay? Because that's not where it ended, because we have to talk about actually some of the topics discussed during that interview and where they led, because you guys don't know this. So I'm going to tell you right now.
I want that one.
All right, one of the major things that happened during that podcast was discussion about a part 2, and that I would be back to keep answering questions, because I felt there was a lot of stuff that was left out. But we already went 5 hours. They're out of time. Fine. We don't have to keep going. We'll have a follow-up. All right? So I'm under the impression if you're going to do a follow-up, right, you're going to save further discussion about Darksydephil for the follow-up. You want and it was said at the end of the show, you guys didn't hear this. It was off camera or whatever. But basically, it would be about a month or longer until there would be a part 2.
So you're supposed to keep your mouth shut until then.
Late April, maybe early summer.
Until then, so
schedule, but they were very interested in having.
You see what I'm saying? This is the sneaky shit. So like, yeah, so like, you know, until then, don't talk to anybody, Craig. Don't talk about anything else, Craig. Keep your mouth shut about me, Craig. Like, dude, you don't own these people. You don't own these people, Phil. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and you need to understand that. Like, fucking cornball, man. Like, he really sits there and thinks, like, people are supposed to sit there and just listen to him day in and, like, listen to his exact word. Like, bro, like, these are grown people. They're grown. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And it's not like they were stabbing you in the back. They're talking about what happened yesterday. Or, like, right after, or whatever. I forgot when it happened. This shit all blended together.
Back for a part 2. That they wanted this to happen, because I even said to them, I said, you know, there's a lot of stuff we didn't cover today. Is you really harped on
Mr. Bismile.
like the WWE Champions thing, the $5,000 expenses thing, which I still don't understand because we really didn't fully explain it. We can talk about that tonight.
Yes, please talk about it.
You know, you harped on certain things. Then we had Keemstar on for like an hour, right? And it's like,
which you agreed to.
We kind of derailed.
You agreed to that,
though.
though.
Really get to a lot of stuff that I think people would have liked to hear me address. Okay. Or that I maybe would have liked to address. But after you're going for 5 hours, you know, you forget about what you want to really talk about, correct? So that's where we left it, that it was supposed to be, I was going to do like a part 2, okay? But another big thing that happened during that interview was that there was essentially an opportunity, all right? An opportunity during the interview where I was told that if I were to send the actual screenshot of my WWE Champions mobile game account. Can't even say it. Disgusts me so much that this fucking thing is so stupidly important to people. I can't even say the words.
Because it's fraud.
But if I sent the screenshot of my actual account over to them, all right? Like live, if I sent it to Craig, and it could just show that that's not my account that everyone thinks it is, that would be the end-all be-all of it, right? Now, I explained to them, no, I'm not willing to do that right now live. Okay? And there's various reasons for that, as I tried to explain. But basically, let me put it this way. Number one, did I trust Craig yesterday? About 98%.
98%.
Right?
He didn't trust the other 2%.
About 98%. I'm not saying I trusted him 100%. Maybe there's always a chance, right? That
chance of
screw
trusting.
me over somehow, right?
Look at that. He didn't even trust Craig.
98% trust.
Fuck that shit.
It's going to be a gamble, right? The other thing is you got to factor in other things. There's actually been situations where, you know, I've sent things to people who I trusted, and then things that were out of their control happened. I actually had, this is years ago. You guys don't know this, but there was someone who I had sent something to, and their account got supposedly hacked. Did it really get hacked or not? I don't know. It could have been bullshit. They could have been lying. And then all of a sudden, there you go. Fucking stuff's out there, right? So I'm not saying that anyone was ready to hack Craig's email or anything. I'm just saying, you know, these thoughts are going through my mind. It's not safe, not 100% safe. Can I really trust this guy? Now, on the flip side of that, all right, as he's asking me to do this, all right, live on the show, in the back of my head,
in the back of my mind,
thinking, I know that if I send this to this guy right now, the only person it may convince is him. That's it.
But again, you would have had that ammo.
Maybe his co-hosts, right? Because they believe him, or they'll say, you know, Craig's not stupid. He'll be able to figure out if this is real or not, or whatever, right? But I don't think that sending
But what would you rather have, Phil? Would you rather have one person who is trusted and who is, accredited, who's willing to take your side and sit there and go out of his way to say that is not your account, or have to deal with the doubt that will be lingering in every detractor's head for years? What would you rather? Like, come on, man. Like I said it when we covered the interview. If you would have done it, right, you would have had Craig tell people, straight up, like, yo, this is not, DSP is not that guy. I saw the account, this, that, and the third. I saw everything. I saw it. It's not him. Now, he would have had detractors back off, or if not, he would have given DSP the ammo that he needed for him to forever say, look, I met their demands and they're still not, they're still not great. They're still not believing me. There's no appeasing these people. They just hate me. You had that, and you fucked it up. And even let's say, you had a chance to fucking lie, bro. Like, you had a chance to just lie, and it would have been okay, and you fucked it up. That doubt that would have been, like, lingering in the detractors afterwards, that would have been your ammo to say, look, they would always come after me. Nothing satisfied them. Look what I did, and they still didn't like it. You would have had that, but you lost it.
Yeah, in any way, shape, or form would have actually made my detractors change their minds at all. That wasn't even why I went on the show. I didn't go on with the show for the detractors at all.
Wait, how do
you
lose?
One focal point where I've answered all of these questions.
Which you
now,
didn't.
If you want to hear my answers, go watch that show and leave me alone.
And you didn't.
I want to do my own thing over here, my own content. I don't want to have to be sitting here every night answering questions about this shit.
No, you have to until people feel like there's closure. And that's the other thing, DSP. You can't sit there and be like, oh, like, I've already said my piece. Like, no, your piece isn't good enough. And then some people, they might want restitution for the shit that you've done. So, no, it's not like, your word is the final word, because your word doesn't mean shit.
Okay? I just wanted to be done with, right? So, in my mind, it's like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to send him stuff. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it after the show, and I'm going to do it right. I'm going to make sure that there's no way that people can say that I faked this. Because what if I did send it to Craig, and then all of a sudden, that's photoshopped anyway. Phil was ready for that. Phil made a Photoshop.
You could have been deflected, right? And shit. You could have been deflecting this shit.
Too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You fucked up, bro.
I was going to say, definitive way to prove that what I'm sending him is real. All right? And I'm going to explain that in a moment. All right?
God, this is why the interview went for fucking 5 hours.
So anyway, I didn't send him anything at all. Send him nothing during the show. Let me clarify that. I did not send him anything during the show. When we ended the show, the discussion was, after 5.5 hours of me giving them my time, all right, and fielding every question, even Keemstar, and playing a stupid clip from It's a Gundam that was a waste of everybody's time, and fielding all the nonsense that happened, right? The agreement was, wow, that went well. You know what I'm saying? And now, let's go ahead and talk about the follow-up or whatever, which we agreed, maybe a month and a half, maybe we'll see, all right? So, after the show ended, I did my 90-minute post-show. I went downstairs and I ate dinner with my wife, all right? So now it's around 6 p.m., and I said, you know what? I think I am going to send him it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to him so he knows I'm not faking. So you
already fucked up.
Might or might not.
You lost the opportunity already. Keemstar already said it. Like, dude, you lost the opportunity that you had. It was done. You had a chance right then and there. You lost it. So all that shit took away. Yeah, I was going to send it. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. So why are you even saying this right now? It was already said, like, you lost that fucking opportunity because you could have done it right then and there.
No. Because one of the questions that actually came up during the podcast, this is a really interesting one to me. They said to me, Craig said this specifically to me, how can you dispute all this when they say it's tied to your phone number? To which I said, how could it be tied to a phone number? I've never once, ever, on any mobile game I've ever played on my phone, never once have I ever entered my phone number.
And then when you were confronted about that, you acted like you didn't even know how to use the app. You didn't know what line was. You refused to show people that your account was, tied to that. You forgot about that, DSP. Didn't you do that, DSP? Remember? Like, line? What's line? Like, no, I don't have line. No. Oh, no, I can't do that. What do you mean authenticate?
Tied to your Apple ID or your game account, because Apple has a game account in your phone, right? That's the actual thing that determines your account. Because you could have a completely different phone number, but still have the same Apple ID. And therefore, you can still have your same games that transfer between phones and stuff.
And then Craig
That's
explained,
how it works, right?
Then Craig explained how it worked with, the line app and authentication and shit like that. And you said, yeah, you agreed. You agreed because you know what the fuck that shit is.
So I didn't understand the question when they were saying that.
Yeah,
that
that doesn't
make sense because that doesn't. How again? It's bullshit. It's stuff that detractors make up.
No,
Oh, it's tied to a phone number.
Yeah, it's tied to a phone number.
Fucking prove that, because games aren't tied.
Can you disprove it? Can you disprove it when people? Can you disprove it? And I think actually people did prove that your shit was authenticated to that. I know, right? Hate Army, what's up, baby?
The phone numbers, they're not. They're tied to accounts, online accounts. So it doesn't make sense what they say. But again, don't question what they're saying. Question me, right?
It was already
Anyway,
they already
so
explained it to you, dumbass.
I was going to send him my actual Apple ID and my game account in my phone that lists every game I've ever played on that phone. Literally, actually lists every single game.
Yeah, we
that
lost
I've ever
this.
played. I'm serious. It was going to have all of that listed. All right? And it was going to prove everything.
This was bad.
It was going to prove account because actually I usually
But they didn't
use
ask for
the
that.
same account.
They didn't ask for that, dumbass. You see what I'm saying? Like, again, this whole, those foot wraps look fire. I want those foot wraps. Anyway, they didn't ask for all that. They just showed the fucking WWE Champions account. That's it. That is it.
Out in all these games, the same name and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was going to send him the screen grab from WWE Champions, and I was going to actually send him what we had talked about on the show. I was going to send him a screen grab to show it's the same account that I actually use in the new Street Fighter game that just came out. And I actually was going to take another screen grab of an older game that I've played in the past, one that I've never even mentioned. I didn't even mention it on the show. I never mentioned it. Here's the game that I played. So here you go. Here's the same.
Again, you're exposing shit that doesn't need to be fucking exposed. So now, again, let's do the analogy I made yesterday, okay? Or the day before yesterday. I don't remember it. Oh, like I said, all this shit is blending together. Okay? I don't drink, I used to drink gin, and sometimes a little whiskey. I don't drink it anymore. Okay? I'm telling you, I don't spend money on that gin or whiskey anymore. But there's instances where, I'll have a little beer. Okay? Phil, have you been blowing all of your money on beer? No. I haven't been blowing my money on beer. Can you prove it? No, because I can't. Because, I have to ask my wife or whatever. Okay. So now, if somebody said, yo, just show me these receipts that you're not spending money on beer. Right now, you literally just said, okay, I was going to show him the receipts. I was going to show him all the receipts. The receipts that I was, the receipts for the, beer, that I haven't been drinking beer, but also to show you that, I've been having the White Claw, the hard seltzer, and to show you a liquor that I haven't had before. Bro, that doesn't make any, that's not helping your case, Phil.
Account that I use on all my games, here it is. It could prove not only is there crossover between all of their games, but also here's the Apple ID it's tied to, and it shows the evidence, and here's the actual game account that's in the phone. I was going to send him literally all of that. Okay?
We didn't need all that,
though. It was around 6 p.m. that I sat down after dinner with my wife on the couch, and I'm about to do this. So I email Craig, and I say to him, are you ready for this? Because now you're going to get the full story. You ready for this? Here's what actually happened. I'm tired of the bullshit. This is literally, I'm reading you the email I sent him word for word. Ready? Hey, Craig, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on how the show went. I hope that this was a big benefit for you guys. If so, this might have actually been the only time in history my infamy has actually held something. I know that you'll want to get back to normalcy, but
again, that's why would you send that? Yo, this dude doesn't understand how the fuck he comes off at people. Literally, stop saying, oh my God, my fucking appearance saved your show. It's the best thing, the biggest thing that ever happened to you. Okay, maybe it is. But it's the worst thing that ever happened to you. So stop fucking flexing that.
Looking forward to hearing from you again about the possible next appearance. Now, what I did here is I shared some thoughts about what my viewers had been saying on my 90-minute decompress stream. Here you go. You ready? My viewers are telling me they think you and Adam were too harsh, but I disagree completely. As I told you on the podcast, you were nothing but fair. there is pretty much a 100% consensus that the Keemstar bit was intrusive, and it gave him free plugs for his own content, and it took away about an hour that could have been more on topic. You know, I didn't mind, but that's the vibe my viewers are sharing with me. It would likely be best for a repeat appearance to just be us, to avoid people feeling that it's a surprise or a trick to shock me on the interview.
Look at that. You're making demands on somebody else's show. Like, who are you?
Part of this whole message. How often do you actually check this email? Because I'm 50-50 on showing you my champion's account.
Again, you have all these demands when you are not in any position to make them. We lost this one, yeah.
Especially because of what Keemstar said on the show. If you don't know what Keemstar said, it doesn't matter what you send to Craig, it's too late. It's literally what he said.
Yeah, that's
Makes
it.
No sense, but you know.
It made no sense because at the moment is something as simple. If you really didn't do this, you could have easily just showed your fucking account. There's nothing to say like, oh, you know, there was no excuse that you could have made that made it okay for you not to show the account right then and there. There's no reason for you to talk to your wife. That sounded so fucking stupid. Okay? There weren't other things that were going to be at risk. It's one fucking game. That's it. One game, one account. That's all Craig wanted to see. And you could have just fucking sent it to him right then and there, but you didn't. Since you did it, now you have stirred up all these suspicions that, you know, maybe your addiction might be real.
That's what he said. He says, I feel nobody would really believe, even if you vouch for me at this point, you know. But I respect you, and I'm still considering it, despite the fact I'm incredibly scared that my info will once again leak and hurt me.
What?
Word for word, I just read it from my email. There it is, okay?
That's fresh.
I sent that again
That's
at
fresh. I like that.
6:18 p.m. yesterday.
I'm just going to buy it just to
so
copy.
the show, you know, my show ended at 4. I uploaded. I had dinner with my wife. Everything cleaned up. Sat down on the couch, and I sent it at 6:18. All right? There you go.
Let's
now,
go.
you might say, well, why did you just send everything?
Yes.
Because number one, again, I'm not 100% trustworthy yet, but I want him to say, yeah, I'm going to be right here tonight on the email, so you can send it, and I'll look at it. I'll immediately delete it. That way
you're not in a position to ask for that.
On the podcast, and if I'm going to send him all that information,
let's go.
He would immediately delete it. The moment it comes in, he would check it. Okay, there it is. There's the evidence. Got it. And immediately delete it, and it's safe, right? Because it's gone. So that's what I want to know. That's what I asked him. How often do you check this email?
That's not,
right?
You're not in a position to ask about that.
I did not receive a response. Okay. Until today at 5:45 p.m. All right. So we can pretend like that's where it was at that point. Okay. So I sent him that last night, 6:18 p.m. Zero response yesterday. No response at all at that email address. So last night, I do a 2-hour level 1 podcast over on DSP Gaming. Of course, people are asking me more questions. At that point, I'm still feeling positive about it. I'm like, hey, you know, it's exactly how I wanted it to go. People kept telling me on the podcast last night that Craig and Adam were unfair to me. I will say this publicly again. I don't think that's the case. I think it was that was exactly how I expected the interview to go. I thought that's exactly how it was supposed to go.
I mean, it looks nice.
Okay?
I like the outfits. That's why I like this game. I like this game because of the drip. I'm sorry. I like this game because of the drip.
I sat on there and I really couldn't show them the definitive evidence. But I emailed Craig and said, I'm going to send you the evidence, basically.
You should have sent it when you had the chance.
Okay? Read it word for word to you guys right out of my email. Okay? So anyway, that's where we left it. All right? Overnight, nothing happens. In the morning, apparently they turn on their show. Now, here's where the bullshit starts. Okay? They had advertised all week long that on Friday we're going to do a decompression stream from the darksydephil interview. We're all going to be playing Mario Kart together. It's going to be the whole show. It's going to be fun gameplay of us kind of messing around and playing Mario Kart to decompress from the drama that likely will have happened Thursday. This was advertised all week long. Is that what they did today on their podcast? darksydephil Aftermath Side-Scroller Podcast. Let's see. 2.5 hours long, way longer than their show usually runs.
Okay.
13,000 views. Gee, I wonder why. Oh,
Jesus.
So what they had said they were doing all week, what I was under the impression they were doing all week, they decided not to do. All right? They decided to do something completely and utterly different this morning. Now, I did not watch this show. I went and did my own content this morning. I played Hogwarts Legacy. on my stream, and I beat it over on DSP Gaming. The playthrough is complete. I'm happy because it was a really long game, and now it's done. And so I decided, you know, I'm back to normal, right? I won't even probably be talking to these guys. If Craig comes back at me and responds to the email, right, then, you know, we'll have a discussion about possibly sending him all the stuff or whatever that he wanted on the show. I'm serious about it, right? So I'm streaming and people are like, Phil, did you just see that podcast they just did? I'm like, no. You know, again, to my knowledge, it's over. That was the interview. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what what are you talking about? No, do you understand the whole show was dumping on you? Like, literally, every host came on and essentially said they didn't believe what you said.
My son
You're a
played it
filthy
on
liar.
Mischievous Smile.
You know, you're not that they were like
He's better.
quotes
I
and
like it, but he's
scumbag or
better at
anything
it than
like that.
me.
But essentially,
Yeah.
I guess what the theme of the show was that they're all sorry for me because I'm such a person who apparently is really just a sad guy in a bad situation, and he's addicted, and, you know, he's a liar, and it's all bullshit. And essentially, it's funny, all right? Because they're doing the show, all right? And apparently, when
Yeah, he was
they're
Free
doing
Will.
the
He got
show,
mad. He got
every time a
super mad.
Chat comes in, it's literally from one of my detractors, and every super chat is something nasty, and they read it, and they all collectively laugh at it. Ha ha ha! That's funny.
It is.
Ha ha ha!
It is.
Ha ha ha!
It is. He's gonna zoom in, isn't he? He's gonna fucking zoom. What a cornball.
Let's laugh at Phil because he's not here. Ha 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 ha! They didn't do that when I was on the show.
They did it right to your fucking face,
Wait
bro.
until I wasn't. That's funny, isn't it?
Yes.
Very funny. Ha ha!
It's fucking funny.
Right? And they're showing on for 2.5 hours. All right? Now, I got a question for Craig and the Side Scrollers crew. I really do have a genuine question. All right? Let's actually ask the question. We all know that my appearance on Side Scrollers is the most popular thing they've ever done. Correct?
And?
It even brought in Keemstar.
And?
Brought in Keemstar, big ass YouTuber. All right? Do you think that Keemstar would have ever appeared on the Side Scrollers podcast if I wasn't on it?
No, but that was the whole point.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. So they see, oh my God, this is the biggest thing we've ever done, and we just made an insane amount of money. Thousands of dollars.
Back to the
from
money.
traffic. So what do they decide to do the next day when I'm not there? Which is not the agreement we had. They do the DSP Pylon show, where we're just going to sit there and we're going to take a big dump on him because he's not here to actually respond to any of it. All right? There's a difference between
the whole, we agreed on this. Again, you're not in any position to demand anything from anybody.
journalism and online drama for personal gain. It's cause and effect here. They saw the money rolling in on Thursday, and they decided instead of doing our Mario Kart show that was planned and we were supposed to be doing on Friday, instead, who cares about that? We're going to ride this gravy train on. We're going to do the Dump on Darksydephil show. And it became a 2.5-hour clown show of them essentially taking in donation after donation after donation from every detractor under the sun to read it, laugh at me, make jokes about me, and then make money on it. Okay? So here's the question I have for Craig and the Side Scrollers crew. If the darksydephil interview on Thursday only had 100 viewers, and if you had made $5 the whole show, would you have done the darksydephil aftermath show on Friday?
Yeah, if you would have given the same responses, like, yeah.
I would love to hear their answer. I'm sure they will. All right? But, you know, like I said, it's cause and effect. The reason that they did the show is because they wanted the money, right? Or else, if there's no profit there, why are they going to do it again? There's no point. They got to ride that popularity out while they have it.
Yeah, that's the whole point of content creation, you dumbass.
All of my
That's like you should have done with Homefront, right? Right? With Homefront, you should have just kept on going, right? When you struck it and you got hot, they got those million views. Should have just kept on going, but you didn't, and you fucked up. That's why you'll always be on mission 1.
Detractors have done for years. They wait a minute, drama sells.
Wait, how do I
Wait a minute,
lose?
making fun of someone and you know, bringing them down at their own expense is profitable? Oh, well, who cares about morals, right? I mean, even though we promised Phil a completely fair shake on the interview, we didn't promise him we wouldn't destroy him the next day when he's definitely not there and not knowing we're going to do it.
God, he's such a bitch.
Right?
He's such a little bitch.
It's being completely two-faced. It's completely unfair. If you're going to have another entire show about darksydephil, you should let darksydephil actually respond to your stuff. Not, oh, guess what? We had a whole show, and then after that, the beat-up show.
But the thing is, all the stuff that they spoke about were things that were brought up to you during the interview, and they're making fun of the fact that you didn't speak about anything. Like, this doesn't make any sense, Phil. They're laughing. They're laughing at you. They're laughing at you because you didn't say shit.
Max, thank you for the $2 super. Thank you for the $2 super chat, hun. The point of the after show is to read super chats,
And then there's that.
It got all over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
Yeah, because they got so many super chats. They got so many freaking super chats that they need a whole different show to fucking read them. That's not, you know, that's not their fault.
It was the detractors. They the ones that wanted to know. Thank you, honey. Thank you. They're the ones that gave the money.
And, you know, they serve their audience. Like you, they're supposed to be like you, be a dumbass and be like, I have a moral compass. My wife is crying downstairs. She's crying downstairs. We thought about it. No 50K. Shut up.
Pummel darksydephil show when he's not here. That's not fair at all. Okay? Let me give you some comparison here.
Oh my God,
right?
bro.
Yesterday on the podcast, Craig said something to me that actually really, really resonated with me. Okay? He said, you know what, Phil? People who you've wronged in your past, whether or not you really think that saying, you know, you're sorry to them or making amends would ever change or do anything good for them. Correct? Basically, it's still worth it to reach out and do the right thing. Do you want to know what I did last night? I actually DM'd that person in the Street Fighter community who I used to bully. I actually DM'd him on Twitter and I apologized. Now, I know he doesn't care. I knew he wouldn't. But I apologized to him because I felt so bad. After Craig saying that to me on the show, I was like, he's right. I should do that. Do you want to know what else I did? I went out and I publicly apologized to ReviewTech USA.
Did you publicly apologize to Rambo? Did you reach out to Rambo and say sorry? How about Howard? How about Leanna?
Because I felt like, even though I feel like he's unfair to me, it's not fair for me to then be unfair to him, which I do feel like I've been harsh to him recently with some of the stuff I said and did on my streams. And then you know, last night someone had told me his daughter is sick.
Oh, shut up. Just shut up, man.
Is drama and stress.
So leave him the fuck alone.
So I publicly apologized to the guy.
Yeah, you did it for drama.
On the show to just have a civil conversation
yeah,
about stuff.
Yeah, and bring up his daughter. Shut up, you scumbag.
So that's what I did when I got off the show. I actually I thought, wow, out of the stuff that just happened, you know, Craig had some really good advice. I actually like that. I'm going to go run with that and try to be a better person. They felt the best thing to do with that show was to do a show to shit on me for 2.5 hours and make money on it. That's what they felt was the best thing they could possibly do out of a show like that. Someone giving them 5.5 hours of their time that normally I'd be working and making money. Instead, I'm on their show, you know, giving them insane amounts of views and popularity, getting teams.
And again, the reason why you went on this show wasn't because you were trying to be benevolent and give these people a boost in their fucking, you know, on their channel. You did it because you wanted to go ahead and ride their coattails so you can go ahead and get a new set of whales and apply your hypnosis on a wider platform. And it didn't work because, again, you were dealing with functioning adults who saw right past your bullshit.
To show up on their show, giving them a giant boost, making what? People, I actually heard the number, and I can't confirm if this is real or not. I heard they made $20,000 yesterday.
$20,000.
Now, I've never made $20,000.
$20,000. Who the fuck?
I never will.
Who the fuck said $20,000? Who said $20,000? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, you guys. Who said $20,000? Who did that? Fucking said 20,000. Yo, you know Craig would have been out the fucking 20,000. 20,000. He would have 20,000. He would have been sitting there thanking, back flipping. $20,000. Craig would have had that shit in the bag, baby. Talking about 20 G's. You bugging. Use bugging, baby. Use bugging.
Apparently, they made it. Why did they make it? Because DarksydePhil was on their show. Okay? So they see that and instead, wow, that was pretty amazing. We'd like to have him on in a part 2. So let's say, okay, that's enough. We'll talk about him later. No, next day, it's DarksydePhil part 2 without DarksydePhil. The show continues without me, completely unfairly, and they make a ton of money on it. Okay? It's completely unfair. It's not integrity. It's just not. There's no integrity there at all.
Integrity.
If there was integrity, say, listen.
Wait.
We had him on the show.
No, why didn't the other 2 integrities have T's in them? You put T in the first one. What the happened to the other ones?
He answered the questions. You judge for yourself what
Paintball
he thinks.
Shinko.
All right, maybe we'll do a 10-minute segment where we all talk about what we thought, and then we move on. We want him back. We'll talk about it when he's back. That way he can defend himself again, or we can have the conversation again.
Integrity.
Not, immediately once it's over, okay, then now we beat him up. And again, I really believe they made $20,000 in a day? No, I don't.
Yeah, because people, yeah, they were making fun of you. They were making fun of you. You just been made fun of. Shut up.
Made without me on the show.
Okay, so what?
And if you're actually showing, oh, okay, wow, that's nice that Phil did this for us. We're gonna be nice and grateful. We won't beat him up the next day. Well, they did. They did.
You didn't.
2.5 hours.
Again, dumbass, you didn't do this for them. You didn't say, "Hey, side scrollers, I'm gonna help you guys out." You were looking for this fucking interview. You wanted people. You wanted to talk to people. So again, stop with this "I'm doing you a favor" shit, because you weren't doing anybody a favor. You were doing this for yourself. You selfish idiot. God, fucking piece of shit. Like, just like, yeah, I did you guys a favor. I helped you guys out out of the goodness of my heart. Because, that's me, darksydephil. I'm just charitable and whatnot. Well, life is like a box of gout. Never know what you're going to get in your foot.
Beat up Phil's show today, okay? Making more money constantly, right? Laughing. I actually heard, and we might, because we might react to it live here. They all did the ack laugh together in unison.
I don't sound like that.
I've literally never done an ack laugh. It's a detractor meme.
But we've seen you do it.
Like, that's funny. Oh, something that people say about me all the time that's terrible is funny.
But it's true.
Right? Oh, it's hilarious.
It is.
I don't even know where it comes from. It's just one of those memes, right?
Because you say it. You go ack.
So anyway.
Klaus Mystery, thank you for the...
Hold on. Sorry.
Oh.
Hold on.
I first I didn't believe it. I thought...
Klaus Mystery,
I got all over my fucking
Come on, Stream Elements. That's rude.
Let's continue.
Klaus Mystery, thank you for the 65 Mexican peso super chat. Hunma Integrity, openly say you have dirt on Craig and Adam. Exactly, honey. Exactly, honey. Thank you, honey.
People were basically over-exaggerating. All right, I did. I thought people were making shit up, or maybe, what it is they want to start trouble. And I actually felt, and I defended those guys last night. I said, no, I feel like that interview was 100% fair. I do. I think that they, yes, was Adam harsh? He was. A lot of people thought he came off very abrasive and like a dick. All right, while Craig was more neutral and or seeming like a journalist. Adam was kind of being a jerk. I actually didn't feel that. At the end of the day, I was okay with all of them. I mean that, and I defended them. My audience was telling me the opposite, and I said, no, I think you guys
lost
are wrong.
this shit.
I think that they actually
Fuck, I need to get around them.
Okay, I did. All right. So anyway,
come on.
When everyone's telling me this on my show today, I'm like, I don't believe it. I'll watch it for myself later or whatever. But over the course of the show, people were progressively getting worse and worse. Telling me, no, Phil, you have to understand, this was really bad. Like, this was 1,000,000% a detractor show. Craig is saying he's going to go on detractor shows now. Really? Craig, the guy who literally said, I'm going to be neutral about this, is going to be a fair interview. Now he's going to appear on detractor shows. So not only is it now, it's on their own content that they're now, it's going to continue. It continues into other people's content as well, right? Right?
Come on, no, okay, that's bullshit. I should have got that.
So again, all this is happening, right? And I'm just doing my content. I get an email.
I like to get in.
All right? From a fan. I hope the fan, I'm not going to reveal the fan's name or anything. Okay?
Don't. We don't care.
The email I get from a fan today.
I lost that.
I want to give you some feedback. I'm watching the Aftermath stream by Craig and Company. It's clear there was never any intention to have you as a normal guest. They're quite open to admitting they believe the detractors on every single issue possible.
This is slander, technically.
They openly belittled and laughed at you all day long today. They openly said to your face that they contacted most of your detractors to get feedback. Every single super chat that mentioned something negative about you, they read out and believed without hesitation. It's clearly difficult to believe this wasn't their initial intention, and they lulled you into some kind of false sense of security over the previous week.
Oh my
giving you the impression
God.
they wanted to be neutral.
Phil, this
They
is
just went for the
you.
Tractor stream with a friendly name, and the Keemstar ambush was just the cherry on top of this. I might not be a big fan of yours, so here you go. This guy's even admitting he's not even a.
Shut up, Phil.
Jad Ruptery, thank you for the final super chat, hun. I think I understand why some people get bullied. I want to give this man a dirty swirly right now. Exactly, honey, exactly. I can't deal with this, honey.
The pancakes are ready.
Big fan. Even I can't ignore the fact they obviously just want to ride this detractor wave of popularity.
Wanna
and even say
ride
they
this
plan to be guests on
detractor
detractor streams in
wave.
the future. The hefty donations that they're now getting during their streams show that they were just hoping to get these. Now they're basking on having grilled and exposed you to the world, and they plan to do it again and again and again as long as you keep allowing it.
Oh shit.
Honestly, if you really think that they are your friends or even remotely impartial, you're sorely mistaken. You're just a
Klaus
lost
Mystery,
out
thank you
in
for
a
the
lot of
25
things.
Mexican peso
They
super
openly
chat,
said
hun.
this now.
That way of speaking
It's
is
a
OIC
Viper's
talk,
nest,
by
and
the
a
way.
single
He's
friendly
that
can't be
cock.
Therefore, if you really plan to appear on their podcast again, they'll go twice as hard.
Hey,
They
yo.
have only gone through half the questions that they have for you. Okay?
Go twice
They
as
can't wait to
hard.
eviscerate you again.
Eviscerate
The only
you.
that you got out of this is that now you've kind of validated that maybe that Craig is
Craig.
not a detractor, even after 10 years of history with the guy.
Craig.
Take this feedback as neutral. There you go. Okay? All right. That's an email I get during my first stream today. No, I didn't write that. It's from a fan.
No, you
Well,
wrote
actually, I guess the person said I'm not even a big fan. Right? So anyway, I hear all this, right?
All
And
this!
basically, as I'm reading this, I'm like, dude, I got to see this stream for myself. I have to now. Like, I have to watch this for myself. I can't believe this is what I'm hearing, but why would people be saying this if this was not true? Okay? So I announced during my first stream,
Damn.
the
got
late
me.
stream tonight, I said this on Twitter, and I said this on, posted on my channels. My late stream tonight will no longer be gameplay. Instead, I'm going to watch this.
Stir up the drama.
Okay? We're going to watch this together, and we're going to see, for ourselves. Oh, here it's playing now. We're going to see for ourselves if everything that's been said is true. Okay? There you go. So I announced this. So now it's public that I'm doing this. Okay? So I go downstairs to have dinner. My wife is pissed. She's very upset.
So she knows about
Saying,
WWE
"What's
Champions
going
now?
on? Hopefully nothing's happening bad in the house."
So she knows
Oh
about.
no, but I saw that you announced that you're going to watch their show from this morning. Did you watch it? I said, no, I haven't seen it yet. He said, oh, I did. She was not happy.
Mm-hmm.
And she only watched maybe 10, 15 minutes of it.
Mm-hmm.
She said she couldn't even continue. She's like, literally, it's a shooting gallery against you.
Shooting
Like,
gallery.
literally, it's just, they're just 100% reading every super chat. And everyone is a detractor, a known detractor. And they're laughing.
Oh,
at
so
you
she
and
knows
they're
about
making
us.
fun of you the entire show.
Oh, so Kitty knows.
And I was like, wow, that is shocking to me, again, because I was led to believe these guys were going to be legit, right? And apparently this is not it. This is not what it was supposed to be. I was supposed to just be treated fairly. Now, fairly, if you want me to be an objective, right? That means that you're going to listen to answers, but you're not going to do this show after. You're going to, okay.
Oh, he
listen,
got that shit.
Now you judge for yourself, and maybe you ask for 5-10 minutes on your show. What do you guys think? Here's what we think. Okay, moving on. It's a topic for later. He's going to be on again.
I lost
right?
this one. Fuck.
Great. Okay. Now, that's not
Oh,
where it
what the
ends,
fuck?
ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
that's a triple
Because as I
twister.
said, I was still fully intending that tonight
Bro,
we were going to
alright,
sit here
hold
and we were
on.
going to react to
Whoa.
this, which we still might do.
My man's
But there's
nah,
a new update.
Nah,
ladies
you
and
wildin' right now,
If you
bro.
remember,
No.
I told you that I emailed Craig last night at 6:18 p.m. saying I had a 50-50 thought.
Nah.
I wanted to
We've
send
been-
him all the evidence of my innocence. All he needed to know is how often he checked his email. Be sure if I'm going to send this to him, he's going to check it.
Nah,
He's
we're
gonna see
not
it,
doing
see
all
evidence,
that.
delete it right away. Right? And by
We're
the way,
not-
I know probably this won't change public opinion, but at least then you'll believe me. Right?
Bro,
He emails me back. Are you ready for
I
this
am
one?
so sorry. I did not
Are you
know
ready?
he.
I was ready for this one when I read it. You ready for this? Here's the response I got at 5:45 p.m. today. 2
What's
hours
up, El Sandwich?
I think
Yo,
so.
we haven't
Yes,
even
it's
started
probably
yet,
show
bro.
as a debrief. That's what he called it, a debrief. You shitting on me for 2.5 hours is a debrief. Interesting. My debrief was saying you guys did a great job interviewing me and defending you for 2 hours against my fans. That was my
Dude,
debrief.
this is like
And then
40
also
minutes.
apologizing for
40
my
minutes.
In my past and apologizing publicly for Refuse USA. That was my debrief from the show. Your debrief was a 2.5 hour Destroy Darksydephil show and make money on it. Okay, let's continue. I think we all left the interview mentally exhausted and feeling incredibly frustrated. At the end of the day, we want what's best for you. The things that are laid out about everything, the WWE mobile game, the bank stuff, it doesn't make sense. There's too much evidence saying it's yours, and your only evidence is you saying it's not. I'm going to address that in a second. I feel like we give you multiple opportunities to turn this around, but you seem so dug in, even in the face of insanely detailed evidence. You wouldn't take it. Even with Keemstar coming on, I tried to lay out similar.
You literally-
based on things they've seen online, and it was tough. Like that's not even a point. has nothing to do with anything.
I miss Mod Nation, man. Mod Nation was my
Honestly,
shit back in
like
the
I
day.
said, we want what's best for you. We very much do. You have to help yourself. When you're ready to take that step, I'll gladly help you on your journey. You deserve to get to level 2. I know you can do it. What does that sound like to you? Does that sound like a neutral party? That email proves that he went into it with 100% preconceived notions of what the truth was, based on talking to detractors for 2 weeks.
But you didn't disprove
Full
anything.
disclosure. I will give you absolutely full disclosure here because I want to be fair. After about a week of him directly talking to the detractors only, he emailed me once and he said, "What would you like to see?" Or excuse me, let's try that again. What would you like me to see? Right? He said, "What would you like me to see before your interview?" And I sent him my react to my Down the Rabbit Hole video, right, from last year, which really covers my days of Street Fighter, my early days of YouTube, all the way to 2017, covers it all. And I reacted to all of it. And I essentially said, listen, I'm sorry for a lot of the wrong things I did. I admit that they were wrong. Here's some real bad misconceptions about a lot of that. Okay? So I sent him that video because I wanted to basically give him an idea of how there's been a ridiculous amount of misconceptions about me on the internet. And when I address them fairly, you see how they kind of, at least make sense. Not saying that I'm infallible, I make a lot of mistakes. But at the same time, I'm changing for the better. Which they laughed at during the show yesterday, by the way. Oh, change, you're changing. Yeah, it's called human evolution. You don't understand that someone today is not someone last year, is not someone 5 years ago, is not someone 10 years ago. It's a constant struggle to improve yourself. When you make a mistake, you make a mistake and you move on for the better.
No.
You make the same mistake a million times, that's a different
Some
thing.
mistakes are costly.
I was laughing about change and everything. Ha ha ha, right? So anyway, this email, essentially what this email says to me, all right? Now keep in mind, the last email I had to him was, man, I'm glad you guys made a lot of money, and I would like to actually send you the evidence of my innocence, but I need to know how often you check the email, because
That's
a
a qualifier.
I'm sure that you're going to get into it right away. Did you hear a response to that anywhere in his email?
Because he wasn't entertaining your bullshit.
No. Do you want to know why? Because he already believes that I'm guilty. He went into the interview believing I was guilty. 100%. He had a preconceived, he talked to detractors for 2 weeks. Some of them who he likes, because I can tell you this, I really feel like he loves,
It's a
he
Gundam.
absolutely loves, like, it's a Gundam. Right? He loves It's a Gundam. He laughs at It's a Gundam. He thinks it's funny. He kept mentioning It's a Gundam, all right, on his shows over the past couple of weeks, that It's a Gundam is a troll of darksydephil. So obviously he watches his content shit, right? He loves this guy, right? You think that of all the detractors, what's the first clip that they played in the interview when they ran out of time? It's a Gundam. He's a fanboy of it, right? So anyway, he's been talking with these guys for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Salty.
I got an honest question for Craig and the side scrollers. How many of my fans have you talked to?
How many reached out? How many reached out to Craig?
Who would actually tell you why they tune into my content? Wouldn't it have been fascinating to talk to someone and say, hey, why do you like Phil despite all the hate against him? Why do you believe the hate? What do you think? Right? Did they do any of that? No, they talked to every detractor. They literally talked to the people who benefit the absolute 100% most from me being the villain. And that's all they talked to. Right? There was no evidence they ever went out and actually gave me a fair shake. At all. It was just detractor. Because all the detractor questions we have to ask Phil, and then say, Phil, what would you like to watch? Or what would you like us to watch? Watch the Down the Rabbit. That's it. That's not a fair take. If you have 99% information from over here, 1% information from over here, ask me questions. I told you I can't show you the stuff, right? I'm not gonna show you my bank statements or whatever. And a lot of the questions they asked me, I'm gonna be honest, were completely unprofessional because they weren't prepared for the questions. Can I give you an example here? When they're on a show and you say, Phil, tell us about the $5,000 of business expenses a month. What $5,000 of business expenses?
The ones that you put in your fucking name.
What are you talking about?
The ones that you put on your fucking bankruptcy.
My bankruptcy?
All over my fucking
Oh,
leg.
yeah, is that what it is?
Let's
Is
continue.
that what it is? Yeah, it's from the, I need to know. What are you talking about? Right? And
JJ went out. Thank you for the $2 super chat. DSP tells his following not to talk to anyone. Exactly, honey.
That was filled out, that was read off by the judge during the bankruptcy hearing. I don't even know what you're talking about. How can I answer a question? I've heard that thrown around a million times. $5,000 a month of business expenses. I don't know. I never saw that. I don't even know what you're talking about. When I went into a bankruptcy proceeding, I went in, okay? And what did I do? I gave them all the information they needed.
That you should know about.
With all the data. We went in, it was presented to the bankruptcy people, right? Yes, that was, I guess, a public-facing form that was presented. And apparently somewhere in there, apparently one of the detractors says something about $5,000 in business expenses. Ladies and gentlemen, never ever have I spent $5,000 on just video games in 1 month. That's insane. I don't know.
So see, this is where you fuck up, Phil, because now you have a form that says, the way you filled out, that you put that you spent $5,000 on shit. So right now, you're saying that you lied on that form. So this is another admission of fraud then, right? Because again, you're sitting there you're trying to convince people on the internet, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. That you don't know what this shit is, but we have an actual document that proves that you put that down. You fucking up here, boy.
That number comes from. I'm not a bankruptcy attorney. I'm not a tax attorney.
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
Not a judge who stamped my bankruptcy. That's not my job to know that.
Yes.
Where that number.
That is your job to know that because you're the one that gives these people the information, dumbass. So again, so you don't know what you put down on your tax forms. Okay, so you're admitting tax fraud now. You're admitting tax fraud. You're admitting that you don't know what you put down in an official document where you're supposed to declare how much you make and how much you spend. Bro, are you serious right now?
Came from. No, I don't have $5,000 in business expenses every month.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay. What I can tell you is it was 100% kosher according to the bankruptcy judge. Because again, because the trolls were harassing everyone involved with that bankruptcy so badly, I had to go in and I had to do, just listen to this, hours and hours and hours of work explaining away all the transactions that I did related to my business. Now you're related to my, like, I was explaining everything so they would understand all of it. This is not something they have to do with anyone else, but because so many people were basically contacting the bankruptcy judge and saying, Phil's a liar, Phil's a fraud, all this. I had to go through all this. It was insanely stressful. It was one of the most complicated bankruptcies probably ever done. All right, certainly was the only one where someone ever called in and impersonated one of my debtors. All right, certainly. Okay. But the point is, you got me in the interview. The question is, explain the $5,000. Okay, what $5,000? They never even got around to explaining what they meant. So I try to say, I don't know. Is it maybe the mortgage? Is it, because I don't know, because my house is also where I work out of. Is it medical expenses? I don't know. Why would you ask me this question? That's a stupid question to ask someone in an interview. Like, I'm gonna have the answers to this question. But
you're supposed to.
So I answered it, right? You know, and so again, the bank statements. The thing is with these bank statements. All right, I talked about it today on my show earlier. I'll talk about it again. You can say there's all this circumstantial evidence that says it's yours. Correct. And you can also say there's circumstantial evidence that's not mine. Like the fact that there's all these transactions that are crazy big transactions for pets when I have one cat.
Okay, but you spent money.
Not 10,
okay.
Not $100. I have one cat.
All right.
I'm spending like $100 a week on pet supplies. What am I buying him? Golden pet fucking cat food? What are you talking
That's
about?
what we want to know,
I
dumbass.
my innocence at the things that prove my guilt. I already said it, and again, I explained it to them, and they didn't understand what I was saying.
Okay, so what about the Home Depot purchases? What about the purchases to Bahama Breeze, where you got the fucking Caribbean food with the, jerk fried rice or whatever? What about the fucking all those expenses that you made to those steakhouse restaurants that you always had on stream that you go to? Not the pricey ones, the sushi place, the Japanese market, World's Fair. Remember that, DSP? Remember that thing you talked about? No, what is it called? World's Fair? World's Market? Or some shit like that? Where he gets all the international shit? That's what it's called, like World Market or some shit like that? Yeah, you know what? You like to go to that place frequently, right? Remember how you used to say you used to go to that place frequently? You know what that little transaction that says cost plus on the bank leaks where it says you spend X amount of money on cost plus? That's World's Market or World's Fair, whatever the fuck you shop at, bro. That's the name of the fucking place that does the fucking transaction. So can you explain that? So how is it that this leak matches up not only with your behavior, but also with the things that you say on screen? Does that make any sense, Phil? So let's see right now. After this match, we're gonna try to line some shit up. Let me just finish this up. Burger King, he went to Home Depot. Remember Burger King? And before the Burger King, they went to Home Depot, and then you seen the bank leaks in the same fucking day. Burger King and Home Depot. But hold on, I'm about to cook it up right now. Give me a minute. Did we win this? Hold on, let me see if we lost this. All right. Boo. I ain't getting no kills on this. Boo. Not even the 5-star receipt. Hold on. Let's look. First, let me get my points. All right, let me stop here. All right, stop right there. All right. Let me get my little papers. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Find it. Flame jumper. Come on, what's cost plus? There we go. Yep, there we go. So one cost plus, right? Right here. And do some opening here. I'm gonna go to Pig Go. Give me a minute, guys. All right, let me go here and then cost plus. Okay, so here we go. So we go. Okay, here we go. So let's say right here. Let's see. Let me see something real quick. I want to see something. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me see if I can find this. So these aren't dates. These dates don't match up, right? These dates don't match up. But I want you to understand what I'm seeing here. All right, so let's pause this. Let's pause this, okay? And then we're gonna go here. Where is Pig go? All right, so we're gonna go right here. Sorry, the chat's gonna take over a little bit. So we're gonna go here, right? We're gonna go pick up at World Market. Tomorrow store called World Market. Let's click on that. Come on.
There's an actual store called World Market, and I'm gonna grab something that's not something from America, something that's different, and I'm gonna try it out for DSP tries it. Last year I tried mince pies from America, something that's local stores out here that does things from all around the world. We actually have a few. There's an actual store called World Market, and I'm gonna grab something that's not something from America, something that's different.
That's one. Let's see. Okay. Let's go right here.
And we'll get curbside pickup tomorrow at the World Market store that I said I got it at because he wants to try it. I hope it's as good as mine, Justin. Man, it was good.
Okay.
That I got anyway. So hopefully,
Once again.
yours is just as good as mine. I would like to say thank you to everyone who.
So World Market, a store that he goes to. Okay.
There is a place near me called World Market that seems to have that kind of stuff every year. And in previous years, I've tried various different things from all over the world. I think last year we did Stolen, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to try out some more.
Okay, so now you guys see, right? You guys hear it from the guy's mouth. There's a place called World Market that he goes to frequently. You guys heard it from his mouth multiple times, correct? I want to make sure I don't want to, there's no, I don't want to say there's no detractor bullshit. You guys heard it too, right? You guys heard it too, right? Okay, so now, let's see if I can find it more than one place. Okay. So far, I can only find it in one place. But I want to make sure I got this shit right. Here we go. God damn. Ooh, actually, I got. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay. I gotta keep going down this. I'm reading too much. All right. So, but like you heard him, right? You heard the guy say he goes to World Market. Okay, he goes to World Market. So if I go ahead, I go
Regional things.
Yeah, regional things. Don't worry about it. We're good. Now, and don't worry about it because I already ripped this fucking video. So let's see. We go to. Hold on. You'll see that in a few. I don't want to give that away. All right. All right. So you're gonna see 7 robot. Here we go. Okay. So again, let's play it again. Let's play it again from DSP's mouth.
And I'd be happy to try out some more. I think that seems to have that kind of stuff every year. And in previous years, I've tried various different things from all over the world. I think last year we did Stolen, if I remember correctly. And I'd be happy to try out some more, you know, regional things.
All right, that's one.
Shout out to Justin, who did a super chat saying that he has ordered stolen and will get curbside pickup tomorrow at the World Market store that I said I got it at because he wants to try it. I hope it's as good as mine, Justin.
Okay.
Oh, man, it was good.
There we go. So World Market is a place that he frequents.
My local stores out here that does things from all around the world. We actually have a few. There's an actual store called World Market.
Okay.
Now I'm going to grab something that's not something from.
All right, so you hear it. World Market. There we go. All right, so here's the bank leaks. Put a pause right here. Now let me check my receipts. Okay, so I should go back to, 3 minutes. All right. No, Meal World Order, and just for that, I'm going to continue going slow. Ha ha ha. Just because you asked. All right, so let's pay attention. Let's make sure, let me put this up here.
$26 from Target. On September 17th, a debit card purchase for $147.06 from Fred Meyer. On September 17th, a debit card purchase for $39.58 from PetSmart. On September 17th, a debit card purchase for $27.28 from Total Wine. You can say, repeat,
Hear more.
hear more. Here are the next 5. On September 17th, a debit card purchase for $13.98 from Cost Plus.
What the
On
hell is that?
September 17th, a debit card purchase for $6.98 from Safe. A debit card purchase for $6.98 from Cost Plus. Here are the next 5. On September 17th, a debit card purchase for $13.98 from Cost Plus.
Cost Plus. What is Cost Plus? Cost Plus is Cost Plus World Market. World Market. It, like, bro, come on. Come on. Come on, DSP. These shits line up. These shits line up. Too well, bro. Too well.
Comes to those mobile, apparently not even mobile, it was iTunes transactions, right? They're saying here's a bank account, right? And in that bank account, it's showing that there's these transactions coming out of iTunes. And I'm like, okay. And, right? And like, the accusations against me from my detractors are that every day I make a bunch of money on my streams. People tip me, and that money goes into my PayPal account. And then immediately I go and I spend it all on mobile games. Well, if I did that, it would be coming out of my PayPal account, not out of my bank account. Why would I be doing transactions on money I made today on stream coming out of my bank account? My money doesn't go there.
That's what we want to know, Phil. That's what we've been trying to find out. Like, you gotta understand, like, you're asking these questions, like, as it's able to deflect. It doesn't work like that. You suck at this, my man. Like, you really suck at this. Like, this deflection is not working for you.
Think about how dumb it would be if I'm making all this money, it's going to my PayPal, then I transfer the money from my PayPal to the bank account, right? And then I take the money out of the bank account. I'm losing money. When you transfer money from your PayPal to a bank account, there's all these fees involved. Why would I even do that? If that were, you know, it doesn't make any sense. What they're saying, it logically makes no sense. But again, everything that they say that's circumstantial, correct? Circumstantial, right?
No, it's not circumstantial.
Can
homie.
also be countered circumstantially. Because the truth is, when Craig wrote this email and he says, we have all this evidence, there's no...
Okay, so the thing is, can we... God, man. I swear, like, I would like to talk to him. I would love to just talk talk to him, just talk to him when he talks like this and just counter every fucking thing that comes out of his mouth. Not even with receipts, just by pure fucking logic. Circumstantial evidence can be countered circumstantially. Can you do that though? Did you counter anything? No, you didn't.
Evidence. There is circumstantial evidence. There is no evidence without a shadow of a doubt of anything these people have said about me whatsoever. None. It doesn't exist. It's not provable because it's not true.
Okay.
So here's the...
So how can you, how can you disprove that it's not you? I mean, how can you disprove that it's you? How can you, Phil? You should be able to easily, but you can't because you know that it is you. Again, the transactions line up not only with your behavioral patterns, not only with your lifestyle, they line up with the shit that you say on stream, my guy. Like, you're not getting that. All the circumstantial evidence proves that these accusations are true. You have not disproven anything.
thing. And here's where, sadly, this entire thing falls apart. All right? When they interviewed me yesterday, they were interviewing me from the perspective of, I'm already guilty. They already believe it. And all they want to do is hit me with the question where I'm finally either going to reveal something that I didn't intend to and show that I'm guilty, or else I'm just going to confess.
Okay.
Adam was even...
But do you not hear yourself? So you are guilty of something. My man. Like, it just, forget about the ego. Yo, you're really up to the point, like, you're not understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth. What would you be guilty of if you don't do anything wrong? Do you hear yourself, my man?
Saying it multiple times during the show to Craig. Says, Craig, it sounds like you're trying to get him to confess. And that's actually not right. Because he was. He wanted me to confess. You could tell from where the interview was going by the end. Did you notice? Did you really notice that during the interview, they were only harping on the 100% questions, right? That could not essentially really be like debunked without exposing myself. Correct?
You would have to expose yourself. You would have to expose yourself. You would have to expose yourself. And if you don't do anything wrong, there shouldn't be an issue. Again, when fucking Pastor Miller was sitting there talking about all these people, oh, we just do it for the money. Like, dude, I showed my fucking YouTube financials right then and there. Like, bro, like, I don't really do this. Like, if I did this shit for, like, really for the money, I'd be fucking shilling as crazy right now. Super crazy shilling powers right now. But I don't. And I showed that I wasn't really rolling the gravy chamber with this shit. You see how easy that is? Just look, click, open this up, boom, 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 check this out. Easy. You couldn't do that. I didn't have an issue doing that. Why? Because what, like, I don't do any weird shit. It's not like I have a fucking other secret YouTube channel where I make all the money and shit. No. There's nothing there because I don't do anything wrong. So if you don't do anything wrong, you shouldn't have no problem just showing people the truth.
Klaus Mystery, thank you for the 65 Mexican peso super chat, hun.
I got all over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
Phil, you may not know this, but in court you would have to expose everything about yourself to defend yourself, you dork. Exactly, honey, exactly. Thank you, honey, thank you.
Fucking idiot, man. Like, he just doesn't fucking get it. Turn this shit back on. Let's continue.
None of those were asked. It was all the ones that the detractors have harped on. All they just talked to my detractors for 2 weeks. That was not a fair and balanced interview. That was well researched. That was an interview that was all the tough questions right up front.
So where were your fans?
Did absolutely nothing except gave them a popularity boost to have a big YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? All this is just bullshit. You have it up to a certain level. And it's like I gave them the benefit of the doubt that this was them being objective. They were not. By the time I got on the interview yesterday, they were 100% sold that I was guilty. And this was a phishing interview to try to get me with a gotcha thing, or, got him right there. There's the evidence now you're guilty. Now he'll admit it publicly on our show and we'll blow up. Or to just get me to admit that I was doing it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Listen to me. It's not true. And I'm not going to admit something that's not true.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that I've done wrong in my life.
All right.
I'm not going to admit things I haven't done. It doesn't matter how much circumstantial evidence there is. This would never, ever, ever fly anywhere legally at all.
So then
This is all
sue.
bullshit.
So
It's all
sue.
circumstantial nonsense, okay?
But even if it's circumstantial, the fact that you haven't disproved anything would make you look
That's why I said,
guilty.
Does he even say, oh yeah, I'll give send me the evidence? Doesn't want it. He doesn't want the evidence. You know? He doesn't want what would have actually proven, right? That's absolutely ridiculous. That he's supposed to be a neutral party, and he just doesn't care. He doesn't want the evidence. You know? Instead, I believe everything the detractors said. Sorry. So anyway, you know, I actually did respond to him, and my response was, well, I'm broadcasting tonight on DSP Reacts. I'm directly reacting to this. Watch if you like. I figure you at least want to know what I have to say about it. And he's okay, buddy. Hope it's wildly successful. And I said, I appreciate that, but I just rather be playing games or chilling with my audience and wasting time on this. But now my hands are tied. I gotta do something, right? I have to address it.
No, you
Play
don't.
games then. As Adam said yesterday, you and fuck everyone else. Good luck. Yes, because you would like that.
Yes.
You would actually like for me to not say anything and just take the punches, and you completely benefit out of this whole thing.
But nothing.
Like everyone would think, right?
This
You did
doesn't
a big,
accomplish
good job,
anything.
the pat on the back, right? No, you didn't. You went into it in a completely wrong fashion. You listened to the wrong people for 2 weeks, and I answered every question. Give you 5.5 hours of my time. Who else would have done a 5.5 hour interview for you with your little podcast? And I'm not insulting you because I'm small too.
Nah, you salty, bitch. Get out of here. You salty.
In the wrong manner. I thought I was being interviewed fairly. Your actions directly today on your show and in this email prove you never did. You never had an intention of giving me a fair shake. A professional would have said the interview's done. Maybe we do a 5-10 minute decompress session today about it. We move on. We do our Mario Kart, whatever. Maybe we'll have Phil back in the future for more. Now, keep riding the money gravy train that we just got from all the detractors. That's literally what he's done. That's disgusting. What was I talking about yesterday? I was talking about something I like to call on the internet. It's called a misery broker. It's someone who literally, when someone has a bad day, they have a good day. They make money off of talking about other people's misery. You have literally turned the Side Scrollers podcast, which used to be the show that was supposed to be the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth, and you turned it into the darksydephil shit show where you profit from my misery. You failed. You destroyed your own show. Wow. Amazing. Because right now what you got temporary popularity based on the negativity being thrown towards me. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it.
Nah, he got some other people coming through. He good.
Benefit like that from this, nor was that my intention. But it sure seems that way when you're doing an entire show today and you're still rolling into the gravy train, right? So, you know, hey, you be you. And again, with the hilarious stab here, we want to get you to level 2. You want to get me to level 2. You want me to be like you? You want me to stoop to your level. So you want me to have someone on a show, interview them, and the next day do an entire show shitting on them for profit. That's what you want me to do. You want me to be like you? I will never be like you. That's not me. I've never done that. I never will.
Yeah, successful.
Right?
You'll never be
I'm not
successful.
Team Star. I'm not gonna. Again, why was Team Star on the show yesterday? Pretty obvious, right? You wish you could beat him. Why else do you think he's on the show? That guy is fucking reprehensible. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows the guy has hurt far more people than he's ever helped. And any moment that he pretends like he's doing something to help someone, look how he's doing it. Oh, I'm helping Wings and Boogie by paying the money to beat each other up in a boxing match. That's insane. You're out of your mind, right? And you want to be like that. That's what you want to be. You're telling me that's how you need to be successful. That's how the internet works. No. That's how this low level of internet works. And the thing is, there's a monstrous amount of people who are successful doing really immoral, underhanded things on the internet. Okay, tons. And what you're essentially
Like
doing,
you.
That's what you think I should be, and that's what you sure as hell want to be.
That's
Go
what
ahead,
you are.
You can be that. Leave me the fuck out of it. I want nothing to do.
So then why are you talking? So why are you talking? Why are you reacting to this then?
And have nice, chill, meaningful, good time.
So then why are you reacting to this?
Well, you know, when people tell me that when they came to my show, they actually felt relaxed, they had a good time that day, they had a bad time, they come watch my content, they had a conversation with me, and, you know, to them that didn't even click that I said that. Meaningful content. Yeah, meaningful. You know, I didn't shit on someone for 4 hours and make them look like a villain on the internet.
Actually, you did.
Because, you know,
You shit on people all the time.
You did today? You know? What else can I say? It's a vile business being on YouTube. And what's hilarious is something that Adam kept saying yesterday, right? Something that Adam kept saying yesterday that was very, 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 very interesting.
Yo, he
And
still
dude,
hasn't
it's not-
gotten
it's
to
not-
this
no,
shit.
no. For some people, the internet is their life. The internet is my life, dude. Like, it's my job, 6 days a week, full time in this office.
No, and that's the problem. That's the problem. The internet is your fucking life. The internet is your life. That is weird. That is fucking weird. Something that literally doesn't have any tangible value is your fucking life. Your entire existence right now, your entire history, your entire legacy is literally sitting on somebody else's computer. It can be wiped away and never ever again be shown to anybody. Do you understand how sad that is, my guy? Your life is sad because it's literally sitting on a fucking server.
This is it. This is, you know, how I make my living. You think it's all jokes because you don't make your living on the internet.
That's
I
your
do.
okay. That's
you know,
that's
no, it
fucking
should not be
pathetic.
allowed. Maybe
That's
the internet-
pathetic.
that's just how the internet is. No, the internet shouldn't be like that.
It is.
The internet shouldn't be people just shitting on each other for profit.
It is.
How do you not understand that we can aspire to be better?
No.
That we can aspire.
No, fuck all this fucking romantic fucking, like, you know, we can rise above. Shut the fuck up. It's just a series of computers that's just fucking watched over by the government. Shut up. Shut up. Make your fucking money and stop begging for people. Period.
Something good or something better than what we have in this shit show. We don't want an endless shit show on the internet, right? I went on your show and I decided I'm going to actually grow and reach out and do things. You decided to shit on me for a whole show afterward. Like, do you see the discrepancy there, the difference? I grew.
What's up, Dabby? How you doing, baby?
It went the opposite direction for profits. But it's fine, because I can't make anyone...
Yo, we still have, like, I want him to get to the actual video.
The whole funny part, and I'll end it like this, and then if you want, we'll do some reacting to actually the show.
No, yes, that's what I'm here for.
Did anyone on that show go into it with an actual thought in their mind that I was innocent? That's the question. Because if they did, I feel like it would have went a lot differently. I do. I feel like if you actually went into it saying, hey, Phil was innocent, or could be innocent, right? Then it would have been fine. That never happened. Never won. That wasn't the intention. You could tell that. You could tell that because I already said I wasn't saying much or anything new.
Yo,
right?
I'm so sorry, guys. I wasn't here for all this. I didn't see all this. I didn't know it was gonna be all this.
Oh, I don't want it anymore. Oh, okay. So you didn't care to begin with. And just be honest, you didn't care to begin with, or else you would, there was no integrity there. All right.
Integrity.
Huskers fan, you're already banned from DSP Gaming. Now you're banned from here. Congratulations. Real winner today. All right. Anyway, so I think now it is time. We'll do a little bit of reacting. I'm not gonna do this all night. We'll skim through because their show's long as shit. Their show's like, an hour and a half. Excuse me, 2.5 hours. I don't have 2.5 hours. I got like an hour. So we'll skim through it. We'll watch a little bit of it, react a little bit to it. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of nonsense. I have a few tips to take a look at. They're probably all troll tips. Let's see. Yep, there's one. Here we go. There's another. Yep. All right, this one might not be a troll tip. So Alex tipped me $5. He says it took balls for you to go on that podcast and answer their questions, even stayed on when Keem came on. He says, what Craig and everyone did today is scummy and underhanded. It shows they can't be trusted. I would recommend staying away from them, but it's your call. Thank you, Alex, for the tip. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Couple other tips that came in, but again, they might be trolls. Let me take a look quick. Yep, there you go. And just saying, all right? Just tipped me $1 and says, yeah, we were all saying yesterday it kind of felt like it was kind of a backstabbing or not fair. I don't think the interview was because he's made it seem like it was neutral, but now we know it's not. I mean, it's proof, evidence is right. And he's saying, no, I never believed you. Like, literally says that in the interview. There's so much evidence. Well, you saw the evidence, which it's not. It's circumstantial evidence. It's not factual proof. It's circumstantial evidence. You saw the evidence before the interview, so you already were convinced. You didn't see evidence after the interview.
And you didn't disprove anything. Like, what are you not getting, Phil? I understand you're deluding yourself, but Jesus Christ.
I'm a tractor, but their treatment of you has let me sick in my stomach. Use your trust, backstab you, use you for profit, and they'll keep milking DSP Gaming for money now while pretending that they wanted to help. Yeah, just like Keem. Keem just wants to help everyone. Yeah, he really wants to help everyone by basically embarrassing them and making them look the worst possible way, but he pays them to do it. Like, that's okay, right? No, it's not. Absolutely not. Okay. Anyway, I guess we'll do a little bit of reacting. Like I said, I have an hour here, and we'll do what we can. Here we go. So we're gonna skip the intro. I'll fast forward like a couple minutes. They probably do an intro here, right? It's not nothing. That's not good. Why do I not hear anything? Hold on. You guys hear anything? Oh, there it is. It was muted for some reason. Okay, it's fast
I'm just waiting for him to get to the actual fucking like interview. I mean, the reaction shit.
Dark Hall,
There we go.
Garrett, Floodzilla, Andreas Exert.
All right, so it doesn't do with anything.
Fine, let's get to it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the show.
Well, I'm covering Adam's face, and there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, because you don't
have open DMs with me and for any support. Well, I appreciate that, TJ, and I'm sure we'll be in touch very soon for sure. Jason came.
We'll be in touch, baby.
Member for 5 months says also if you're on the Patreon, make sure to fill out the survey for the side scrollers feud.
All right, so let's skip ahead.
Come on.
Well, let's see what this one says.
We lost this one. Boo.
Skip for the interview yesterday. Definitely a new fan in me. Let's go. Rise.
Oh, Rise of Femme. Yeah, he's a troll. I recognize the name.
One day at a time.
Look at him. Just sitting there like.
Joe came in. Says props to you guys, Adam and Craig, for the interview yesterday. You guys were
Toxic Crusaders game. All right, we'll ignore that. Fast forward.
Look, he's just
giant one.
like this is what I'm saying. Like, why you're looking for shit to get mad at? My man, this is fucking unhealthy. You are literally looking for things to get mad at. What the fuck, bro? Yo, no, this is so basically this is him reacting to the aftermath stream. So they had like an aftermath stream where they had to basically like read out all the super chats that they couldn't read during the actual interview.
Evan, what's up, dog?
says.
All right, no, this is legit. Okay, that's Invigelis. He's a normal fan. Let's actually, they're still not talking about.
No, wait. So show. Why wouldn't you? Yeah. Why wouldn't you show? Why would like
the actual part?
Side scrollers needs that.
Oh, there you go.
They really do.
Look at that. Yo, look. Yo, right there. Hold on. Let's go back a little. So his fan. It's his fan. Someone that he knows. And instead of saying, hey, look, there's my guy. Look, at least somebody showed up. Nah, forget that. Let's look for the troll shit. Are you serious? Bro, how much of a miserable human being could you be that you don't even pay attention to people that like you? You're focusing so hard on the people that hate you, you're ignoring the people that like you. That's sad.
They're still not talking about me, so let's get to the
Thank
get to the
you,
actual
honey. You're
part.
the
Side
best, but
scrollers
just
need
be
that.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know who subscribed. Hold on, I'm sorry.
The electric bill, the internet bill.
This is fucking
All
pathetic,
true, all
man.
true.
Whoever subscribed, thank you
not
for
wrong.
subscribing. You
Not
surf.
wrong.
Not
Sorry.
wrong at all, not wrong. Look at this. Anatard, Lord of Derps. Says,
That's
Adam Supreme
sad,
came
bro.
to Giga Chad.
You could
Okay.
That's not a detractor stream. It's just an interview.
Here we go.
The fuck is this? What's it? Whoa, what's it? Whoa, what the hell is this?
Interview with a robust style question.
Yo, what is this?
and
What's this?
Keemstar style appearance.
What was that?
Yeah, you know, shout out to Keem for jumping on, and honestly,
Shout out to Keem for jumping on in an interview he had absolutely nothing to do with and derailing it completely because he added nothing to it. But then he promoted his product. Okay, why are they giving a shout out to Keemstar? Because Keemstar got them even more attention. When Keem showed up, all of a sudden even more people jumped on.
Yes.
They want that notoriety.
That's why you say thank you.
Keemstar was on our show.
Yes.
Keemstar was on the show because of me.
Okay, so what?
Keemstar doesn't know who you are and never would have been on the show if it wasn't me on your show.
So what?
Shout out to Keemstar.
Yeah, shout out
Okay.
to Keemstar.
being really respectful.
No, that's
I-
oh come
I-
on,
I
that's
don't know.
bullshit.
When Craig was like, "Oh, we got a special guest. Is it okay?"
Can I move
And
my
it's like-
camera
I was
down
like,
here?
Oh shit.
Yeah, move the
Is it
camera.
finally
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah.
sour?
Move the camera because he wants people to see Adam. Like, yo, this dude's such a bitch, bro.
Because I felt like the whole time, you know, it was tense. Like it was a tense interview. You know, I wasn't letting off the steam the whole time.
You want to know what the funny part is? It wasn't tense at all. Like for me, it was a normal day.
Bro,
Like,
yeah.
Seriously, didn't you hear at the end of the interview? I was
Mhm.
like, let's keep going.
You were nervous, bro. You were shell shocked. Fucking shell shocked, bro. You were sitting there nodding up and down like a fucking deer in headlights.
I was like, let's just
Exactly. This is this is supreme bitch energy. This is like Super Saiyan bitch energy.
keep going. I'm fine. But they were like, nah, we got to eat and shit. I was like, nah, let's keep going. We didn't answer all the questions.
No, Phil, just like, like you say, like we have, they have lives. They got to go eat and shit. Just because you want to sit there and fucking waste their time doesn't mean that they want to waste it.
You guys, I know that people want answered. For me, it was fine. I mean, maybe for them it was tense, right?
It's just not who I am.
The multiple voice cracks say otherwise.
But then Keem came on and he said, you know, I'll be respectful in private chat, and like he said, and he was. It was actually really cordial, and you know, I have some things to say about that. But shout out to Keem for joining. I'll talk about it later.
For sure.
That was the most calm I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Justin Kimmon says habitual liars will often admit to part of their
Just listen to
accusations,
this.
not the whole thing. In order to appear honest, Bill was doing that all day.
Yes, because the accusations that get thrown at me by detractors are partially true, and then they take.
Mike, okay, so it's partially true that you committed bankruptcy and tax fraud? Am I to understand that correctly? So it's partially true that you committed bankruptcy and tax. I don't like, yo. This is how you know this man doesn't talk to people. Where is this lawyer friend? Why isn't the lawyer friend telling him to shut the fuck up? Holy shit, bro.
A part of that and turn it into something that's not, and that's how they claim oh, don't you see that the evidence is that this part was true, so the whole statement must be true. No, half of it was true, and then you made up the other half, but somehow now the whole statement's true. That's what they do. That's how the detractors have always made up shit about me. For example, and I know people say, well, this one's already been disproven, of course, but it's a great example. The escort story. Was it true that someone flew in to visit me? Yes. Was it true that we made brownies together? Yes. Was it true? This and that and all that. But then what you do is you take the things that are true and you turn it to the half that's not true. Oh, well, it was an escort that Phil paid for to fly in, which...
Okay, so you still flew in a woman who you, like, again, Phil, this doesn't look right because, again, you still flew in a woman who you attracted with using your status, and you stole it from another guy. So, again, nugget of truth isn't helping here. Like, it isn't helping you. It isn't helping your case here, my guy. I don't know. It's not hitting.
never happened. You see, But that's, again, that gets thrown away. It only goes to the statements that can't be disproven or I can't disprove without exposing myself or my family to risk. And then, oh, well, those are the true ones then, see? Habitual Phil will admit to someone, not the other. No, I admit to what's actually true, and then I'm going to tell you what part isn't. But again, they went into the interview 100% believing that everything was true. So, of course, they're going to think that, I'm lying constantly, right?
Well, I think that's one of those things that, we were talking about body language before the show.
Body language.
People's body language. And, most of the time when I was talking to the camera and not necessarily looking at the screen itself. So it's different when you talk to somebody in person and you can read how they're looking, how they're interacting, if they're leaning back, if they're leaning forward, read their body language. But it's a lot different when it's online. Because I'm looking here, whereas I'd have to be looking here if I was looking at Phil the entire time. And if I'm doing that, I'm not, so I'll be interested to kind of take a look to see how.
What's funny is someone just said you looked visibly distressed. You were rocking a bit. I literally rock every single day on my stream because, as you know,
because you lie.
I'm uncomfortable if I sit still because of my back injury.
Because you lie.
Watch every one of my streams and I'm rocking. Everyone even criticizes me for it. Can't you sit still?
I wanna
right?
rock with you.
Yes,
on the
correct. It's 100%
axis,
true that this happens all the time.
rock
You make
all
jokes
night
about
on
rocking
the
back and forth. That's a meme,
axis.
correct? So yeah, but outside of that, it was pretty much normal, except, yeah, after you're sitting there for a few hours and there hasn't been a bathroom break or nothing and your legs are feeling tense, yeah, you're going to feel like shit.
But you wanted to keep going?
Pushed through it. I was ready to go further.
No.
Body language.
Going further.
Body language is a tell. Like, for example, you ask me a tough question, and immediately before I answer the question, I'm like going like this. You
man. Do that.
Because I'm racking my brain for an answer. Did that ever happen? I mean, I don't think it did.
You stuttered. Your voice cracked.
That would be body language. Not, because he was, possibly moving or whatever. I don't know.
Comes together, and once, as you said, Travis, the body language experts kind of get a hold of everything.
Who?
Yeah, it's gonna be fascinating. I'll just say, I love watching the body language experts.
The Wandering Travel Vlog says, on a scale of 99% to 100%.
There you go. This is nothing. I just skipped this one. Because you're just joking about they don't believe that the account is not mine, right?
About himself, like all of his personal expenses that no one cared about, no one talked about, and like talk about his wife's restraining order, which he seemed very apprehensive at first to talk about. Before the show, he didn't want to talk about it, and then he said, he's like, fuck it, I'll talk about this, and then, but like, you're not gonna just show your username on a...
He told me to do it. Wow, what a disingenuous asshole he's being right. He's being a 100% disingenuous asshole because you guys didn't know what happened before the show. Before the show, we were talking about exactly, what'll be brought up, and they said, what are things that you are off the table or whatever, and I was like, nothing. And they were like, well, we're not going to bring up anything but your wife. And I was like, but why not? People talk shit about my wife.
But wait.
They talk about shit about how...
Okay, but the thing is, Phil, didn't you send... Oh, this bro is such a fucking idiot. Did you not send an email to Craig saying that you didn't want to expose your... See, like, this is the shit I don't get. So he doesn't want to go ahead and show a fucking account that prove, a show account that, to prove that he's not doing this shit, right? But he doesn't want to do it because he wants to protect his family. He wants to protect his wife, but he has no problem bringing up her personal information. Like, what? Dude, that makes no sense. So you don't want to disprove that you're spending money on a mobile game. You don't want to prove your innocence to like fucking fraud, scamming or whatever. Because you want to protect your privacy and that of your family, of your wife, but you don't have a problem bringing up items in her personal life. What the fuck? Do you not hear yourself, Phil?
They say horrible, horrible things about me and her, all the time. Why not bring it up? And that motherfucker right there said to me, then bring it up. He's like, well, for example, what? And I told him the story. And he's like, well, then you know what? Bring it up. His exact words were, bring it up because I hate shit like that. I hate to hear shit like that. And the truth should come out then. He said that to me before the show started.
But you didn't, you decided not to, you waited until you were getting fucking grilled. until time ran out and you realized you had no more time for Pygnosis to bring it up. How many times you brought up your wife being harassed and shit like that throughout the interview? And you're gonna wait till the last minute. Last fucking minute. You.
So now it's okay to talk about that, but why wouldn't you show something else? You told me to talk about it.
On a mobile app?
Okay, so just because Adam told you to talk, like, do you not hear yourself? So because Adam told you to. Because Adam told you to. You decide to go ahead and bring that information up. But when Craig asks you, pleads with you to show something that can prove your innocence, you're going to say no. You make no sense, Phil. No sense. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever, my guy.
Not even to the public world, Craig. In a private email for him to be like, okay, it's not him, everyone. You know what I mean? Like,
and I already explained in this show why. Because just showing you any screen grab doesn't mean anything. You have to corroborate that it's real. So what I was going to do, because I didn't know he was going to ask me that on the show, I was going to say, okay, if he really wants this, if he's serious about it, I'm going to send him not only the screen grab from WWE Champions, I'm going to show that it's the same account I use in other games, all the same name, all with, you know, everything on them. And I was going to show him my Apple ID and the game account.
I do want
all
this, though.
Together.
I love
now,
this.
Now, that's
shit,
pretty much indisputable proof. If you had all of that and you're looking at it, you're like, okay, it literally lines up. Boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. That's what I was going to show him. And I emailed him after the show. That 6:18 p.m. yesterday. That's exactly what I was going to do. I was just waiting for him to respond back, say, yeah, I'm at the email. You know, why? You know, you're going to send it? Yeah, I'm going to send it. No, he literally didn't do it. He at that point, he was already 100% believing that I wasn't going to do it and I was lying. So he doesn't even want to see it.
Really?
I think
that?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was fucking weird. And then he was saying, like, I'm not addicted to this mobile game. But I was addicted to the previous mobile version of the game that people claim I'm addicted to.
No, not the previous version. That's not even the previous version. They're completely different games. Supercard and Champions are completely different games.
Okay, but it's semantics, Phil, because guess what? That means you're still addicted to mobile games. Idiot. Are you not understanding that? You're still showing people that you're addicted to mobile games. Jesus Christ, man. Like, it just human logic evades this man so bad.
Supercard is one of those card style games, and this is completely different games. Wrong. Just because it's WWE, it's not the same game. But yeah, I mean, so I'm admitting to the actual thing I did wrong, which is where the whole meme came from.
Okay.
The
thing is, you're not understanding at the surface is that you continuously do things that are wrong. You understand, Phil? You continue to do things that are wrong. That's the problem, homeboy. Okay? You get it now? You understand? Is it making sense?
Of the WWE Champions thing came from the fact that there's documented evidence on the internet. I used to play WWE Supercard. I used to post up about it. Same thing with Dokkan Battle. I used to play it and post up about it, like on Twitter and shit. I would post up, look what I just got. Look, look at this pull. So obviously that's 100% documented stuff. Yes, I did it. That's the truth. Why would, of course I'm going to admit to what I did. What do you think I'm going to do? What, are you stupid?
And also this other game that I was addicted to, but I had a problem, but I beat that addiction and I'm good now. Like, it's fine. Like, come on, dude. Really?
What do you mean? What about it? What about it? Because people don't ever improve or change? Never. People never actually overcome problems in their life.
You haven't, though.
Apparently.
You haven't.
Dude, I used to be 240 pounds. Now I'm just over 200. I overcame that problem in my life. I used to be a raging alcoholic where every night I used to drink myself into a stupor.
You still are.
Right?
You still are.
I stopped doing that shit.
You still are. You're drunk right now.
Change over time and get better. If you admit your faults from the past and you overcome them, that's something that should be applauded, not criticized or be, oh no one can ever improve. This is the same guy who on the show is laughing when I say, well, I'm changing now. I'm trying to be better. Ha 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 ha. No, it's not funny. You're an idiot. People do change for the better.
You haven't.
It's your username.
I think that, you know, I think it shouldn't be lost that we greatly appreciate Phil coming on the show and being so open about things.
And then that should be it. We greatly appreciate it. All right, let's move on.
And on that note, major props for staying the whole time. Like, honestly, I was shocked, and I said this to him. I don't know if we were still live before I dipped out after I said this. I was like, bro, like, props for staying. Like, you got some major balls for like dealing with stern interviewers, because like we didn't go easy on
which
it
is what I was there
yesterday.
for. And the reason I stayed is because I'm telling the truth. Do you think if I mean, no, really? Okay, now we gotta be real. Hold on one fucking second here. If someone is guilty, why the fuck would they stick around for 5.5 hours?
To give off the appearance that they're not guilty. That's why, you fucking dumbass. That's why. So, you know, if you were to go ahead and dip out early, you would give off the illusion that you're guilty. So you stayed because you won't want people to get suspicious. You silly Billy.
Are you crazy? Why would they even agree to the interview? Why would they do it? It doesn't make any fucking sense. But you know, that's what I mean. Like that's why for so long, people said Phil would never do the interview, right? Never. He would never do it. And I said, fine. Eventually, I'm gonna fucking do it because I had enough of this shit. I had people saying this about me.
Damn, I suck with
constantly.
this fucking shit.
I'm gonna do it. So I sit for 5.5 hours. Oh, just guilty. Like what? What do you think I was there for? Why do you think I could take it? Why do you think I could take it
Because your wife can take it from the back.
so long?
He clearly had issues with, and to have it, he didn't come in here thinking like, all right, I'm gonna have to deal with talking to Keemstar as well.
Yeah, because that was a waste of everyone's time, including mine.
And then the freaking Gundam clip, and he stayed, and it's like, you know what? All right, dude can take some punches. So,
yeah, out of you guys, did all of you think he would leave early or leave at some point?
I thought.
I did.
No.
I thought he was.
Whoa.
Phil is an
screwed up.
interesting dude, right? He's an interesting dude in that he
That
has
sucks. I
he's
gotta-
been dealing with this for a long time. You know, like
Yeah.
we dealt with
10 fucking years.
The overwhelming swarm of insanity in 2 weeks, and he's been dealing with it for a decade. And
Well, that's because all of you didn't believe that we were gonna be freaking do a good interview. But I'm not upset because a lot of you have apologized and said we were wrong.
Yeah, a
That's
lot
big
of
too. Apologizing is big.
yes, a
Okay.
lot of people.
So
Look at that. Look at that. He's just looking for the
you
hate.
can objectively look and see the
Looking for the hate, Phil. Why you
not the
keep-
monsters, really?
Well, thank you so
Well,
much. Not-
Some of them.
Look at. Look at.
Oh, okay, that was
I was
fair.
Asked, I was asked about it last night. And,
That was fair.
And they said, well, I would say in any fandom, there are people who can look at things logically, and those who take things to the next level.
I take it to the next level all day, every day. Next level life, yeah.
Marvel, or the Dallas Mavericks, right? Like there are people who can look at things logically, and then there's some people who just take it a step too far. There's gonna be people in
Yo,
our community that do
bro, we
that.
lost
People
by
that every-
0.9%. Get the fuck out of here. Lost by
Fucking
9
boring.
point. Yeah, we lost by
Let them tell you.
0.9%.
And I don't think you're getting enough credit for the work that you put in for that interview. So I think our combination of you being prepared with really good questions and me just like soaking in what was happening,
He was soaking in.
you know.
Adam has a lisp. I just
telling it
noticed
as
that.
I see it, you know.
You knew just enough. You knew just enough to where you could say like.
I dribbled
right,
off
that's
and
not
my
right.
it got
And-
all
and
over
I
my
knew-
fucking
I knew
leg.
way too-
Let's continue.
Luna Guardi, thank you for the one that super chat, hun. I never realized how miserable Phil is. Exactly, honey. He's so miserable, honey. He needs a Coke and a smile.
much.
Yeah.
As a
There you
viewer-
go. I knew way too much. No, you didn't know. Craig, you didn't know.
You didn't know,
You were
Craig.
told things that were supposed to be considered circumstantial evidence, and you were supposed to formulate an opinion. You didn't know anything.
And he was
All
waiting
you
for
knew was what
you.
people had.
And he was waiting for you for your input so that way he can form a calculated and informed opinion. And you gave him nothing. You gave him fucking nothing.
said about me. Now, you have evidence, just what they said about me and all their circumstantial bullshit. You didn't know anything. That's the problem. He went in to this interview. I know everything. So now We're going to ask, and hopefully we get the confession. Instead of, I'm going in, here's what I heard from this side. I actually did research on this side, and now we're going to meet in the middle, and we're going to have the interview. It was 1,000,000%. I listened only to the detractor side, and then asked me about one documentary, and that was it. That's completely different.
Where were your
right?
dents?
Completely different.
Where were your dents?
To me, it seemed like Craig had the substance and Adam had the style of the interview, and that's just, you know what I mean. And not that you didn't have any substance either, but
Craig has no style.
Craig, you have no style.
I remember that part. Look, he doesn't like happy banter. He's mad at the happy banter.
Absolutely.
Oh
It
shit.
costs $5K a month for each.
So here we go. The stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
Does not. No,
It's like that's a
A simple no.
Simple no. It costs time after the initial investment of getting your webcam.
All right. On to the next.
Just looking for the hate.
Darksydephil. Yeah, did you go on a 5-hour bike ride? That's insane. Lord.
He's like, I don't want this bike ride to end because I still got more to listen to.
He's listening to on a bike.
It's gonna be good.
Okay.
He's listening on a bike. I'm so mad. He's listening on a
Oh, here we
bike.
go. I'm toxic on my own streams. I ban anyone who brings evidence that contradicts his narrative. He lied about literally everything yesterday.
You did. There you go.
Look at all that. Look at all that corroborating evidence of that statement. But they're gonna keep reading.
You
it,
didn't disprove
right?
anything.
Anything that's associated with money, they're gonna read.
Because that was the point of the show, dumbass.
Brings evidence that contradicts the narrative. He lied about literally everything yesterday.
You don't have to tell me, gamer.
Sophie says, thank
Big
you.
ups
so much.
SCP
What is
Sophie.
this? Phil looks like he's going through puberty backwards and sweating like
Let's
I didn't sweat
go.
once.
Sophie got you tight.
I literally didn't sweat at all.
Yes, you did.
Did you ever even see me like wipe my forehead? There was zero sweating.
It
I
was
don't even know what that
metaphorically
means.
speaking.
But do you see they're reading everything?
Because they're
Just read
supposed to.
everything so that we can make fun of Phil. This is literally the Phil shit show.
Good job, Craig and Adam. Best
Shit
part
on
of the
Phil
interview
the
was
entire
looking
show.
Like he was going through puberty backwards.
I didn't sweat. I wasn't sweating at all. In fact, it was nice and
Like
cool yesterday.
nuts.
Today,
I wasn't sweating. You were
this
sweating.
office, but
Was he
yesterday I wasn't
sweating? I didn't
sweating, and I
notice
was in here for 5.5 hours. Right? What are you talking about?
Sweating. I wasn't sweating.
Almond John says, is it technically the third time Side Scroller show has been brought back to life?
Yes, it was. Okay.
Gotta get that dig in there, don't you, Phil?
Well, I think that if I was to change the intro, people would riot. But yeah, it's very similar to it, and that's mainly a mistake.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Something news industry would want from you.
Good point. He's got a good point. That's true.
The problem is it's too long. Like if we could sit here and react to the whole show, but it's way too long. I'm
Why
not gonna
don't
sit
you?
around for all night, so I have to
So
skip
then
live.
why? Why are you specifically looking for this
Right,
shit?
Breaking news.
I'm pretty sure Yellow Flash is booked. I need to look at the chat, but I know we were talking, so let me triple check. Hold on. Triple
Mr.
check
Knox,
the-
how you doing? Mr. Knox says, was DSP stupid or desperate for any form of clout to be a part of the interview?
You tell me, what clout did I get out of the interview? Zero. Zero clout. What benefit did I get? Did I make a lot of money? No, they didn't pay me any of that money that they made. Did I get any positive
Super
press from the
mad.
interview? No.
Super
Not at
bad.
all,
Thank you,
right?
Cootie
Nothing.
Baruti.
Nothing at all. It was supposed to be me being a guest on their show. It wasn't supposed to be an interview to begin with. I was doing them a favor, right? A favor.
No, but the thing is, you didn't have you weren't doing them a favor. This would be the natural par for the course, DSP. You fucking having to answer for all the shit that you've done. People want to know. It's not gonna just go away just because you sweep it under the rug or you stuff it in the back of Jade's wheelchair. They're gonna want answers.
Interview. Either way, this is freaking gold. Yeah, that. I don't know. I think that he likes our show. He said he watches our show, and we have a lot of fun on this show. And I think he desperately wants to be relevant and desperately wants to be successful, and just does not know how to do it properly.
Despite the fact that I literally said on the show, I have no aspirations to be a big YouTuber. I have no
It doesn't matter if you're a big YouTuber. It means being successful at what you do. You're not successful at what you do, DSP. This is not a happy medium. Sitting there fucking having to spend your money on WWE champions and doing the same shit all day, every day, and then fucking go into panic mode if you don't get if you don't get what you need. That's not successful. It has nothing to do with being big, rich, famous, nothing. That's just not successful. It's not a successful, happy person. Successful, happy people don't act like that. Successful, happy people don't have to sit there and fucking beg people for money and go into panic mode if they don't get it. Makes no sense, bro. Makes no sense.
To be successful, all I want to do is put out content for my audience.
And you're
make
not
a
good
living
at
doing
it.
Meaningful content.
You're not good at
for
it.
a small group is what I want. That's what I actually like more. I literally said this on the show, and he thinks the opposite. Well, maybe if you would take that fucking hat off and take the cotton out of your ears, you hear what I actually said in your own interview.
In this world, and I mean, you got if you've done the amount of shit that he's done without being honest and holding yourself accountable, he's never going to be able to shed that stigma that he has.
How was I never honest or held myself accountable? Did you not see me react to my own Down the Rabbit Hole, react to the John Rambo and Howard video from
Deflected,
last year,
gaslighted.
mess up to so many mistakes that I have made.
When it was too late.
Right? Like, what are you...
Again, just like with the WWE champions, when you had the chance to admit your mistakes right then and there, when you were accused at the time, you would have been fine. You waited fucking 7 years. 7 years. To come clean. After the heat had died down, that's when you decide to come clean, like some kind of punk-ass bitch. No, that's not honest, sir. That is not honest.
What are you talking of? You're talking about... Here's what he's talking about. WWE champion. Like, literally, that's what he's talking about. That's it. It's like they took one issue out of the entire history of everything.
Grooming
they took
Leanna.
one fucking thing.
Scamming people
right?
for money.
They took one joke from a stream last summer. It's a joke that's completely out of context to my normal content. I don't usually joke like that. It was a joke that was misinterpreted by a lot of negative people being negatively saying it was a racist joke. Wasn't intended that way. It's still a dark joke. It's definitely still too dark. It's not in my normal style. Well, that's him every stream then. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Right? What do you speak? What?
It is.
None of what they're saying makes sense. It's like they weren't paying any attention.
It's impossible. Right now, unless he owns up to it, it'll never happen.
Own up to what? To the one thing? You're literally harping on one fucking thing. You ignored everything else.
Because everyone will always hold that against him. And, you know, he just wants to, like, pretend like all of it, oh no, it's all in my past. Like, let me just start fresh. And it's never going to happen, dude. You
Right.
can't start fresh because the internet is forever. And all your
Exactly.
shit's on the internet.
Yeah, but so because people have done things in the past that are bad, you can never forgive them and never believe that they ever got better.
Some
That's
things
what
are
I'm saying.
unforgivable. Some things are
Wow,
unforgivable.
you're an awesome person, Adam. Like, really.
Some things are
Let me make
unforgivable.
sure to not look at your past and find anything you've ever done, man. Holy shit. No one drudge up his past.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, you fucking punk-ass bitch. And this is the other shit that I don't like. This little semantic shit that he does, where it's like he insinuates something, but since he didn't outright say it, he didn't fucking... Stop trying to get one of your fucking dents to find out anything, to find out shit about Adam, because he's an actual fucking person. You're not dealing with a regular detractor that's doing it for a 9 to 5. You're dealing with somebody that actually dealt with content creators like you fucking fuck. Like, that's the part of the interview I didn't like. The part like, oh man, bro, it would suck if somebody, yeah, you want somebody to do it for you because you're a punk ass pussy that won't do it himself.
Well, seriously, thank you for the 25 Mickey peso super chat on Shinko. Listen to this.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Right?
Dribbled off
Like,
my-
what are
my-
you
it got
talking
all over
about?
my
My fucking leg. Let's continue. You're not supposed to fucking ever improve and be better from your past, according to this guy. You can never, ever, like, wow. That's interesting.
I mean, you didn't let Keem do it.
It's just going to keep piling on you.
You didn't let Keem do it.
I think the closest he was gonna get would have been after the show.
Yesterday.
Right.
This was
He
the
didn't.
closest he ever had
Right.
to finally resetting, and he chose not to confirm
the
with you,
offer.
Craig, and he chose to fucking talk shit on Keemstar after the show. And it's like, bro, what the...
Because Keemstar's a piece of shit.
Okay.
We said we were going to do it on the show. That doesn't mean shit. Keemstar is a piece of shit.
Okay, but the thing is, here's the thing, DSP. So Keemstar, again, you're focusing so much on the people. Like, yo, you have so much fucking hate in your body. It's not even fucking funny. Again, so instead of you taking the time to disprove a rumor, to get such a fucking load off of your back the same way it comes out of your wife's mouth, you could have went in here and been fine. You decided to sit and talk shit about Keemstar. Really? Really? Lunch meat sandwich. What's up, baby?
No one likes him. All right? People deal with Keemstar because they want clout or they want money. All right? That's why. I can say whatever I want about him. I talk shit. He talks shit about me too. Way more than I've ever talked shit about him. You're out of your mind.
But who had to disprove a rumor?
I want nothing to do with the guy. I already said this multiple times. I want absolutely nothing to do with that man at all. Like I said, if I ever had a business arrangement with Keemstar, he would literally try to control me for the rest of my life. He would literally like a puppeteer with strings.
The same way you do with your wife.
Fill out that one time, so now he's beholden to me for the rest of the life.
The same way you do with your wife.
Ultra controlling.
Yep.
Why do you think when he tried to control me with getting me to do this show, and I would not play by his rules, right? I would not just do exactly what he wanted, right? Drop my entire stream to answer the phone for him when I didn't even know it was him, correct? He's so upset because he wants to be in control of everything at all times. Why in the fuck would I ever want to go be in business with someone like that? Why do they like him so much? Are you stupid? Have you not done any kind of research on this man on the internet that's factual? And that's the difference. They'll say, oh, Keemstar.
Okay, but again, there you go. There you go, proving them right once again. There you go, proving Keemstar right once again. So the thing is factual. What's factual? How is it factual? Who the fuck is June the King? Like, no disrespect to the guy, but who the fuck is June the King? That he's such a fucking bastion of truth that you go ahead and take what he says as fucking word. I'm asking you, Phil. I'm asking you. Because what is it about June that said, like, what he says is fact? But what everyone else says about you, it's a lie. Can you explain? Can you answer that, please? Because I'm really confused here. Help me out here. Help me, Howard. Come on. I missed that show. Help me out. It was not even a show. It was just a news segment. But still, you guys know what the fuck I mean. Fucking bullshit.
And Phil are the same. They both get to hate. No. The things Keemstar has done are well publicly documented, and they're not circumstantial evidence. He fucking talked shit about mental illness to people like
just like you did.
Attica, and what happened there?
You monetized Attica's death.
Falsely accused people.
You falsely accused people too.
And he literally, factually proven he's orchestrated events, dramatic events that weren't real.
You have to
get stuff, popularity for his content. It's factually proven. The stuff you're accused.
Didn't you say beating your meat was a stunt? Didn't he say beating his meat was a stunt? Right? What? Am I wrong here? Am I wrong? Doesn't he do feasting with the king and shit? Like I don't know. Just help me out here. Help me out here. Help me, guys. Help me. Again, help me, Howard. Help me. I'm lost.
Is not factually proven. It's bullshit. Bullshit. There's a difference. Hated for bullshit. Hated for facts. It's not rocket science unless you like the guy because you want to kiss his butt because you like riding on the clout that you have having him.
Klaus Mystery, thank you for the 25 Mexican peso super chat, hun. By the way, June the King is almost pigment size.
Oh yeah, he is. He is. He definitely is. Definitely is.
Your show. Let's be honest here.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, I know.
I dribbled off.
I got more to say.
It got all over my fucking leg.
Just so you know,
let's continue. The funny part again is that none of this was said when I was there. Do you understand?
Again,
why do you say
all this shit was said to your face and you sat there and nodded, my guy? You fucking nodded. You agreed with Adam when he told you, like, this shit doesn't make sense. You agreed with him, you pussy. You fucking pussy. King Bean, what's up, baby? We just staying chilling, watching this. How much we got left? We still got a fucking hour of this shit. Holy shit, bro.
Behind my back. Right? Why is this said? Where? I was there. I was fucking there.
So what were you doing when he was saying this shit to your face? What were you doing when he was saying it straight to your face?
If you have things to say to me, say it to my face.
They did,
Why
and you didn't do nothing. They said it there. You a pussy. You were a pussy.
You know, pussy. It doesn't make any sense at all. None.
It didn't make sense how much pussy you are.
Profit.
On the show April 7th. So
nice.
So
my sister's birthday.
All right, nice.
Happy birthday.
Don't like the happiness, remember.
Yeah, that viewer actually came in yesterday and last night when I was talking about this a little bit, and I was actually going to bring them up during the stream, but just didn't have an opportunity. So
Craig is aware of it, and Adam's aware of like 90% of it.
Hey, look at Stabby.
I know way.
Look at that. Yeah, no, read it, Phil. Read it. No, read it. Read it. Read Debbie's super chat.
That's not professional. I'm not there.
Fucking read
I'm not
it.
there.
Read it, bitch.
You had me on the show.
Read it. Stop being a
Like,
bitch.
finish it, like a show that goes, like,
That was some
horribly
bitch
wrong
shit. He didn't want to read it.
seasons, but you have to keep watching 'cause you want to know how it
Boo.
ends.
He didn't read
I think
Seb
it's
Gabby
more
super
like-
chat.
I think it's more like why Jersey.
Anyway, no one's watching me because it's like Jersey Shore, you fucking moron.
It is.
Good lord.
Congrats on that home ownership, dude. Way to go.
Sounds smart.
But you'd probably watch Jersey Shore. It's probably your favorite show.
Ooh, insult.
Yeah, smart.
Get a good ROI on your house for sure. All right, let's see. I
Wait,
think we got a few more. I'm still. Golly, it
They're
keeps-
never gonna end.
chat
This
been
is their
so
whole
busy
show.
that
Is just
it's
reading negative
ridiculous.
super chats about me.
Mr. Doctor Inspector.
Okay, one actually had nothing to
Oh
do
my
with me. I can't
God.
believe
We'll
it,
probably
right?
pay taxes on it first before we spend it.
The 1651. That's an inside joke with all.
Look at you
All sides of
tight.
bins
You
and
tight.
Blah blah blah. Just keep going. Let me just, for the sake of it, let me fast forward a bit. Let's go like 20 minutes forward and let's see what.
You
they're
see what I'm
talking
saying? Like,
about.
he's sitting there looking for shit to get mad at. He's looking for shit to get mad at. It's so fucking weird.
Okay.
Inner peace or whatever, you know.
Right. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Me too. Yeah, I hope so.
Here we go.
Darksydephil
It's
says,
this is 20 minutes later. It continues, right?
Darksy, what you doing
20
to me,
minutes later.
baby?
This is the whole show.
What are
The
you
whole
doing,
show
baby?
Is just about me.
Yes, it's the aftermath
Phil
show.
wants to know, what are the chances you'll appear on That Being Said or other distractor streams? I've told, I've been in talks with That Being Said. I'll definitely appear on their show, 100%.
Love it.
100%.
Love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
I just gotta lock down a time.
Lock it down,
you know,
baby.
I'm gonna be on Tuesday Night Main Event on Tuesday, coming up as well. So that's gonna
Great
be really
show.
cool.
Great show.
Talking to Jeremy
Decent
about
gamer.
that.
Don't know what that is.
It's with D-Day Cobra. Shut up. You don't know.
Start fresh if you don't hold your. It's impossible.
Here
to
we go,
start
here we
fresh if
go.
you
I
don't
know,
hold
but it's
your
so
fucking
bitch
control.
made. Hate Army, like God, like he's like looking for it, like a little punk
Let's
ass
skip ahead even
bitch.
further. Here we go.
Jesus Christ! No, come on, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Kate, have a good night.
I think that's why he's still sitting at like the World 1-1. So
Well, and he
World
has
War
such a high view of himself. You know, I said it to him.
Guys, I'm gonna be in the chat because I gotta glaze for a bit, man. I can't.
On this pedestal that everyone needs to worship you. And give
What
you
the fuck are you talking about?
Oh come on! I was just
I'm
about
a
to step
king
away.
on a pedestal that needs to be worshipped. We explained what the King of Hate moniker meant, right? We did. We actually went through
I
it
was
on the
just
show.
about to
It has
step
nothing
away.
to do with anything like that whatsoever, right?
Fuck.
I said I'm a small-time guy. I'm a flawed. Everything I said on the show
Hold
was to
on.
explain that I have absolutely no big thoughts or aspirations about myself or my content. But you see, it's a giant king, and everyone should kiss his butt. Yes, you're right. That's why I take it every opportunity to always be on top of everything. Right? I totally don't. What a real wow. Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna try to
you
get
wanna
back
talk about
before the
people
before the Adam
unprepared.
rant. Give me a minute.
This
give me a
guy knows absolutely nothing about me whatsoever. Zero besides the hate that's come in. That's what he hears. He knows nothing about me or my content whatsoever.
you had it really well for a long time because there was no competition. You got into YouTube
This is
early,
correct.
man. Like good shit. But
Ow.
you
That
didn't
hurt.
continue to
I
evolve
fell.
with the
This is
internet.
all correct.
You stayed stagnant, like thinking that you were worth people's attention.
Correct. I've talked about all this publicly in the Down the Rabbit Hole and other places. 100% correct. I've admitted to this.
And you weren't.
Correct.
You have to adjust and cater to your audience, and he didn't.
Correct.
His audience slowly grew in the wrong direction by people making fun of him, and instead of owning it and using it
Mhm.
like Keem talked about, that's what he does. He's like, I got the most detractors, and I use them. They're my fans. They make me more money because of the hate. And
But he
got-
makes shit content that's harmful to others. That's how he got over it. He doesn't make gameplay videos, Adam. He doesn't interact with his audience in a nice, positive way. He's a jerk. He hurts people to make money. Everything he does is deriding others, making fun of others, bringing others down, and then making money off of it. He's like, he has a giant chessboard of what he considers the world of lolcows, right? Or anyone who's having a problem, and he moves the pieces around the chessboard, and he watches money fly off the chessboard into his pockets. That's how he made his money. How are you okay with that?
bitter. And
Tell
then
me,
you
and
just get-
again, what I said is the difference between me and Keem, I've never hurt anyone with my content. Who did I hurt by making a bad Let's Play? Who did I hurt, right? With his stuff? Nothing. This guy's constantly hurting people.
out on his own audience when they didn't support him anymore, and it was just like he just got worse and worse and worse. It's just like, bro, it's so obvious, like, but he can't see it.
What are you talking? What? What? Dude, this guy is a fucking dunce. He did nothing. He literally didn't do any research at all. Like, what are you talking about? I outright admitted it. We've outright talked about it on streams in React events. You fucking tremendous black hole of emptiness in your brain. It's documented that I fucking talked about it. Why? And why is no one countering? No, actually, fair enough. He did say this because no one did the research. No one here did the research. It was just, we only listened to what the detractors said. And according to the detractors, he never grew. He never admitted nothing. They only listened to the detractors. What a bunch of fucking idiots.
You got a point, and I think what King said was right too. It's one of them things. Like, I think if he would have owned up to his mistakes as they happened, as they came along, it would have been way different.
Correct.
But instead, he got to a point where he denied, and it's so much now. It's just a mountain.
Well, it depends. Cause I out of all these people, I think Travis is the most. I hate to say it, the guy who thinks the best about this shit. And he probably, you know what I mean? Like, what he's saying kind of makes sense, except yes and no, because yeah, he's absolutely right. When I made mistakes and things went wrong, I was always like a pig-headed idiot, and I wouldn't admit that I did anything wrong. That was old Phil. Today, with you guys call me out on stuff, and all the time. So you're right. Let's change it. You know what I'm saying? Like Travis, I think out of all these people, is the voice of reason. A lot of the time, Craig is just kind of the host, but he's kind of like the figurehead. But when you listen to all of them talk, Travis has some good takes, in my opinion.
He ever let it go? How could he admit? Because he has to admit to so much all at once. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous now. It's so much.
I'll say this. I've been doing this longer than Phil, and
That's
there's
true.
a certain time.
By the way, guys, there's a lot of tips and things coming in. I'm absolutely going to shout them out before the end of the stream, which is probably in about a half an hour. So we're not watching this whole show. This is 2.5 hours of just ragging on me. I can't watch 2.5 hours of this shit. But I think I'm proving my point here. No, how unfair this was.
Where you need to eat humble pie, where somebody needs to go like, hey, dude, like, look, Screw Attack was a very big deal in its time.
Correct.
Right. During its time, it was a big deal. We did billions of views on the internet.
Yep.
Right. Like, it was insane. But that was there.
Right.
That was long gone.
And whenever do I say today I'm big or I'm popular or I'm you know what? Never at all. It's completely the opposite.
Relevant online. I'm a piece of sand in this giant, vast ocean.
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's important to understand and for to be humbled at a point. And that happened to me. That's happened to me where and I don't think that's happened to Phil.
What are you talking about? Oh my! Again, they watched nothing. They literally watched nothing. They've watched no content of mine. Anything within the last few years, they only watched detractor highlights. There's no way they could say shit like this and actually watched my content. It's not possible. It's just not possible. And they're supposed to be objective interviewers. They watched nothing. They did not. They did all the negative research and none of the positive. Again, did they ask a certain person, any one person who's a fan of my content, what do you like about Phil? What's the positives about him? Why do you watch him if he has all this hate again? They didn't do that. They fucking just went and watched every detract. They talked it's a Gundam. Yeah, you're really gonna get an intelligent discussion out of that guy, I'm sure. Wow. They're literally every word they're saying is wrong right now.
And I hope that yesterday was an opportunity for him, but I don't think he's gonna take that.
It was an opportunity, but
right,
he's so stubborn that he probably is sitting there thinking that we fucked him over. Like, we totally fucked him.
No, the interview didn't fuck me. This is what fucked me. Right here. This is what fucked me, you idiot. Not the interview. The interview was fine. The interview was exactly as I expected it to go. But the day when you decided I'm just going to do a second profitable stream shitting on the guy that's not there to stick up for himself, that's where you fucked me over.
We were giving you the realest opportunity you have ever had to win back your audience.
Again, how? By saying I did something I didn't do. You came into the interview 100% believing I was guilty. That's not an interview. It's not a legit interview. You fucked up. You told me one thing. I came in with the notion of what you told me. You completely lied to me. You just proved it with that statement. Well, yesterday was we gave him that opportunity. You can't give someone an opportunity unless you already think they're guilty. You see what I'm saying? Like, you fucked up horribly with this interview. You don't understand that now all of your integrity is gone. Anyone who goes on your show, anything for an interview like this, could never trust you ever again. Here, really. Like, thank God I didn't send them anything. Really? Like, what the fuck?
To actually evolve and level up. But he
Level
didn't do
up?
it because he's so stubborn.
You,
It's like, dude, all right. Well, there it is.
What Fleur says, it was a train wreck.
Same thing. Here we go. Let's skip ahead again. Right? All right, let's try here.
Have you noticed his blabs? And I ordered no-show socks.
No. Is this? Are they finally done? Was that it?
Of his expenses. He doesn't keep track of them. And he's got them written down.
I got them all written right here. Trav, you know the funny thing is there, you know that paper was just blank. It was blank.
Sure.
The paper right here with all my expenses written on it? Right here, motherfucker? Right here? The paper with writing all over it? Here. Ready? It's literally still at my fucking desk, you idiot. God, these people, again, you want to talk about disingenuous. They didn't believe a word I said. Here, let me, I just want to make sure that I don't have personal accounts on here. Right? I'm trying to think, like, how could, because I don't want you to see what accounts I have, right? Obviously. Can I show you this paper? Not really. Right off the bat, there's like 2 accounts that are personal accounts, you know, you guys should know about. Fuck. Because I wish I could have folded it. Yeah. Already, look, it's because all my utility companies' names are on here and everything. Maybe I have to fold it a certain way. Not that I should have to do this, right? Here, maybe if I do a crazy folding job, right? And this is really stupid. But just to show how dumb they are, okay? I'm literally just going to show you one tiny part. Alright? One tiny part of it. Yeah. You know, I could cut it up, maybe. Again, I'm trying to show you without... Again, so Phil wants to prove what he's saying is true. But even just to show you this paper has personal shit on it that can expose... You understand what I'm saying now about proving innocence? Like, literally, I'm like, right here. Well, here's a utility company. You can't show you the name of the company. Right? Here's, you know, here's this. Here's the account. I can't show you. If you see this, you're gonna fucking... People will do shit. You know? Literally, because I wrote all the names. Instead of putting, like, garbage removal, I put the name of the company. I can't show you that. So... Sucks. But this is the fucking paper right here with all of it on it. But I think you understand the point. Even that. I was gonna read it off one by one. Like, the only thing I can show is website charge and mortgage, probably, is the only thing on here that I could show you that doesn't have anything on there that you should know about, right? Yeah. Taking a look. Jesus. Because everything else puts me in exposure, right? 2.5 cents is any earnest person would understand why you can't show it. Like, even if I fold it this way, right? Like this. And fucking like this. Right? Like this. It's like origami. I have to fold it 400 times to even show anything that can be shown. Right? Here. I'm going to try this. Just to show that I'm not full of shit. Right? So. What is that? What is that account? Okay, that's okay, I guess. That's okay. What is that? Hulu. You can see Hulu. Alright? So here we go. Alright? So, just to... I'll pre-read it. It's the website that I have. My website, dspgaming.com. The mortgage payment. My phone bill, which I'm going to cover. The name of the company. And my car insurance. Okay? Oh, you can't... Oh, there you go. Can you kind of see the writing? Oh, my God, you can't see it. The camera won't even adjust. Yeah. Fuck. Well, you can't see it. You saw writing. You see right. Okay, you can see writing. You see I'm not full of it. There's fucking writing on the paper right there. I can't... The camera won't do it. But there you go. That's literally every month. Paper. My expenses. That I'm going to read to them. And the point they're making, all right? Here's the point they're making, because we can address this, all right? I know, you can't see shit. I wasn't going to prove nothing. The point they're making is, you know, they asked, what are $5,000 a month in business expenses? I don't even know where that comes from, because I don't know what they're talking about. You understand? Like, I don't get it. I don't even know what they're talking about. All right? I don't, you know, I have no clue what they're speaking of. Because I don't know if that's from the bankruptcy report, if that's a tax return, if that's data that was taken from a tax return and transferred to a bankruptcy report. I don't know what that entails, because I don't know what's considered business income one way or another for taxes versus, you know, bankruptcy report. I have no clue. I'm not a legal expert on this shit. I would never be able to answer that question for anyone. So instead I said, here's what I can do. I can literally pull up my monthly expenses and read through this, so you guys can know exactly what I spend every month. Would you like to hear it now? Because they wouldn't let me do it. They cut me off. Here's my monthly expenses. Are you ready for this? First of all, there's a reminder on here that at the beginning of every month I should, you know, cash out what I make on Patreon and then send my Patreon private DMs for people who are owed their perks. We've got Hulu, Comcast, which is my internet. Everyone knows that. My monthly condo dues, my Game Pass subscription, YouTube Premium. I have a note on here to pay federal taxes every month. My garbage removal, my water bill, my website charges, my mortgage, my phone bill, my car insurance. I still have monthly payments to Amazon for a few things I bought last year that are almost done. Payments to attorneys, okay? Medical payments that I'm doing ongoing every month. My back tax payments that I do every month. My car payment that I do every month. My electric bill, my health insurance. And then I have notes at the bottom of things that are important. And for example, be sure to prepare for your dues next month or whatever. Like, that's it. And then I have a note at the top. Every, like, quarterly I have to do business taxes for the state. It's quarterly. So I have a note of what month that I have to pay those. Okay? Like, literally, that's it. That's what I pay every month. And of course, not on there would be, for example, you know, if I have to buy a specific game, stuff like that, something comes up that I have to spend on. Of course, there's nothing on there like groceries. That's weekly. That's normal stuff. But this is my list of expenses every month, right? So I don't know where the numbers come from. How the fuck would I know? Why am I expected to know that? That information on that bankruptcy report is not supposed to be something that's supposed to be public. You know what I mean? No one goes into that shit. You know, like I said, that was the most ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous bankruptcy ever. Even the judge admitted it, said, I've never seen anything like this before. This circus that it became, right? Anyway, let me put this back. Yes, my fake piece of paper. Fucking idiot. But you see what I mean? Like, even something as easy as that. You think, oh, that's easy. That's, you know, it's not a big deal. It is. That's exposure. Right now, if I showed you the name of companies that I'm paying, utility companies and shit, that could hurt me. They've done it before. Years ago, they called my electric company, tried to turn on my electricity. Right? Right in the middle of my work week. Like, now, that would have been terrible if I didn't have the notification that was going to happen. Right? So. Oh, Stuttering Craig wrote me an email. That's nice. Craig, apparently right now you're ripping us a new asshole. What do you think I was going to do? Do you think I was going to be happy of what you did today? Your actions are heinous, dude. You literally came at the interview completely unfairly. You didn't approach it objectively. You admitted it in your email to me. All you did was sit and listen to detractors. Then you sat and took money from detractors. And then you sat and took money from detractors again. This is not an interview. This is not professional. This is not what a professional would want to do. You literally are happy, right? You are happy, very happy that you got this. Don't lie now. Come on. I mean, seriously, dude. You're so excited that this has happened for you, right? Anyway. Yes, the paper was blank.
Tickle Bruno came in with the $55.
See? So keep reading the negative stuff because he keeps doing it, right?
He says, goes without saying, great job the interview. You really brought up a good point about DSP's mental health. I think we're dealing with someone that that's a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Normal thought process goes from A to B to C. Instead, his process goes from G to hey to blue to hey Macarena. I think he needs to get help first before he tries to fix relationships around him. There's only so much someone can take before it sends them to a dark place. Hopefully, he finds clarity.
If it were true that my mental health was bad, right? Why do you think that is, Craig? Maybe it's because when I have an opportunity that I actually think I'm going to be treated nicely or fairly, I still don't get treated nicely or fairly, right? Again, there was nothing wrong with the interview. If you had left it at that interview, and that was the end all be all of it, and that was it, that's it, you right? It would have been done, and it would have been over with. Instead, you did this. This is completely underhanded, dishonest, shooting gallery, attack Phil, take money to shit on him constantly. This is wrong, what you're doing here.
And I think that's probably one of the biggest things from yesterday is I know personally, and I know everybody here wants what's best for him as a human.
So what are you doing? So what's best for me is to sit here for 2.5 hours and take payments from my detractors and literally regurgitate the negative memes about me. This is the best thing for me? This is what's best for you, bro. Let's be honest here. This whole thing was all about you. You reached out for a fun guest on your show. You hit the gold mine with the amount of drama, and you capitalized on it. You've banked on it, right? Or else this would have been Mario Kart, Craig. This was Mario Kart. See the four of you playing Mario Kart right now? Isn't this a great stream that you planned on? No. No, you literally are capitalizing on the pain of others. 1,000,000%. It's fucked up, dude.
I want Phil to be in a good place. And I think that's the hardest thing about it is like, how do you say that to somebody? Be like, dude, listen.
All right, enough of this. I'm just curious if we go like another 20 minutes, are they still doing it? Let's go to this nice big super chat.
Tell you what, I'm literally 45 minutes behind on the super chats. I want to give you, Adam, an opportunity, and we will read all these super chats, all direct donations. We'll read.
Here we go. Adam's gonna go off. This will be
hilarious. I wanna give
hilarious.
you, Adam, the opportunity to kind of say what you wanted to say, your overall thoughts about the interview, because you're the one person that we haven't really heard from after yesterday, and I think you're the person people probably want to hear from most.
Please listen to Adam's rant.
I don't even know how to start to really give my thoughts on it. I'm almost. That's fine.
No, I did not pre-watch this. I don't know what you're about to say.
I'm gonna scroll the super chats on the bottom so they get acknowledged while you're talking, and just know that we see them and we're reading them and we acknowledge them and we thank you. So the floor is yours, though, Adam. So.
Okay, so I've traveled around a lot in the world. I've met a lot of people in my life, a lot of people that use and lie to get ahead. And it feels like that's kind of the world we live in right now. You know, people don't want to work hard for easy living. People want the easy path to easy living.
I've definitely had the easiest path to an easy living, guys. Let me tell you, this has been the easiest, least bumpy ride. I've had no hurdles and no problems. It's just been an easy street all along the way. Right.
I mean, life is a challenge. You know, you have to work to be successful. The most successful people work their ass off to become successful. And I feel like most of these internet personalities, they try to get the easy path. And a lot of the people that are successful in this world work their ass off. Like, say what you will about Tim Pool, that dude works his fucking ass off and deserves the success that he's made, right? I mean, it doesn't matter what happened between him and I. That's irrelevant. Like, he works his ass off, is very knowledgeable about what he does, and he earned his success.
How does this have to do with me?
Right? Someone like DSP, he just wants that success without any of the hard work.
I want all that success without any of the hard work. I haven't worked hard. I'm one of the most, I won't say I'm the most, I'm one of the most prolific gaming content creators in history. Over 100,000 videos, 15 years of almost every day full-time putting out gameplay videos, set schedules, right? This guy has absolutely, positively no knowledge of me whatsoever. Zero. And they're giving him an avenue to just spout nonsense. He literally knows nothing about me. I lost friendships and relationships because I was addicted to work. I was addicted to putting out so many videos in a day, right? The reason why I actually got the popularity I did early was because I was the guy who was beating games so fast and immediately getting those playthroughs out within 2-3 days. Like, what are you speaking of? You have absolutely no concept of anything. You went into the interview with zero knowledge and you walked out with all the negative associations. All you listened to were the bad things about me. What you're saying is factually disproven, but you don't care.
Or he thinks that he's working hard. I work 6 days a week from he tried to lay out this whole thing that he works all day and 12 hours. He only gets an hour with his wife. Like, bro, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
You should spend more time with your wife.
You're right.
Spend more time doing other things.
You're right.
And then
I want
making
to.
yourself right. I turned into a fucking therapist yesterday, and like, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a logical based person that I'm a straight shooter. I call it as I see it. I said it yesterday. My friends call me honest asshole because I'm always honest with them. But they appreciate that with me because I'm going to be honest. Like, if you're doing some shit that I think is stupid, I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to tell you, like, you're being a fucking idiot. Be smart with your money. Stop.
Again, I had no issue with the interview. The interview was fine. When I got out of that interview, I defended these guys and said I thought the interview was fine. This segment, this whole show is fucked up and wrong.
$1 on a freaking mobile game, $1 is too much. If you can't afford to fucking eat or pay your rent,
no shit,
or pay
correct
fucking electricity bills, what the fuck are you wasting money?
I'm not spending $1 on it when I can't pay my bills. What are you talking about? Where's the evidence of that? Right? When did I ever say this? The question they had asked me was, what did you spend on games this month? I said, like, probably $15. You know, and they said, and I said, and it wasn't even on WWE Champions. It was on the new, the new Street Fighter game. I did like those daily $1 or whatever, right? This month, this didn't happen. I have no money. Like, what are you talking about, right?
You shouldn't spend a cent. So it's like, even that he even admitted that he's spending any amount of money on that shit was too much. It's like, come on, dude. Be smart about your money. It was so clear throughout yesterday that he's a fucking idiot when it comes to spending money. Yeah, I said it, Phil. I'm not.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm just being brutally
Say
honest.
what you want about that.
Asshole, all right, you get what you get when you're talking to me. All right, you came and clearly, fuck, that was a bad pun too. Jeez. You know what I mean? Like, you came on our show, and things happened, right? So
don't care about what happened on the show.
You're hiding something, and people are making really good points that you're probably scared you're going to get in trouble from going through that bankruptcy. You said yesterday the bankruptcy saved you. Like, everything was going to be good from now on. Twitch was paying you well, and these fucking assholes ruined your shit on Twitch because you say racist shit. And it's like, all right, you do. Like, all right.
No, that's not what happened at all. I didn't get banned from Twitch because I say racist shit. I never said racist shit on Twitch. It never happened. They banned me for things that happened a decade ago. Completely out of context. It's like something you did from your past when you were young and you were an immature idiot. And by the way, it was allowed back then. And now you're getting banned from things today for it. Like, what are you talking about? When do I say this stuff constantly? What are you this guy has no idea what he's speaking of. None.
Those fucking jokes. But don't be surprised when you get booted off the platform, who are very clearly in the woke, man. Twitch is... I don't like Twitch. I don't like they fucked over the partner program. It's not even worth being a partner anymore. And they have the freaking a deer on their freaking head of their... I don't know what the hell it's called. Like, who gets to be on? Like, I think it's a they. No, it's a deer. It's a deer self. I don't know what the fuck they...
By the way, we have a lot of contributions that we'll be shouting out soon, just so you know, because I can't keep going all night. I just wanted to hear what he had to say, and he doesn't have much to say. So it's all lack of knowledge, talking out of the ass, don't even know what I'm talking about. Same shit detractors say, because that's all he had. The knowledge he has is what the detractors told him. He hasn't watched content. He doesn't know anything about me. It's pretty sad, actually.
That shit is crazy. But that's who's working at Twitch now. So what, are you surprised that your whole Twitch career just got flopped because some people called you out for making some racist jokes?
I was on Twitch for 4.5 years. And then it happened. It wasn't like I started on Twitch and I got banned. I was on there for 4.5 years, and I never did a damn thing on there to get banned. And then they removed me from the partner program. How do you know the difference? Don't you understand the difference? It was a concerted effort. How is it that it also happened at Twitch and other places all at the same time? I told him this on the show, but they don't listen. God.
Fine. Make some racist jokes. Do it. Be you. Don't fucking try to act like you've changed. Own who you are.
Don't make racist jokes,
fucking
you idiot.
Bitch fucking be the person you want to be and fucking own it. Find a platform that's going to allow you to be that person. All right? I gave you 2 great ideas for a show, right? This is how you don't game. Use it to your
Way too old for too late for that. That would have worked when the This Is How You Don't Play movement started, you know, a decade ago. That definitely would have worked. But then I admit 100% I was stupid. I was absolutely dumb and did not capitalize on it like I should have. Instead, I got angry. That is my fault. But again, I've already publicly admitted this. He doesn't know that because he didn't do any research.
Advantage. Own who you are, all right? Put that fucking box of tissues behind you because you did wank on screen, all right? Fucking own it.
I did.
You're never going to catch me fucking pulling my dick out live because I'm not a fucking idiot, all right? You made the mistake. You were...
This is hilarious because you know this guy done dumb shit. Probably not that bad, but he's probably done some really dumb shit. Like, you got to really think, like, what are you doing? You're just setting yourself up for the fall, dude. Because everyone who said shit about shit like this, to me, then they get exposed years later. It's not me that does it, but then they get exposed years later. It's way worse. Remember Pro Jared? Remember when he tweeted about me for no good reason? What happened to him? I mean, dude, you can't be fucking saying shit like that. That was just dumb.
Own it. All right? I'm sick of people that are just like, I'm a victim. I'm a victim. Yes, being a victim happens.
Mola Viking says, actually, he's already done worse. He was booted off of one of the most popular shows on YouTube to do this show instead. Really? I know nothing about this man. I know absolutely nothing about him. So you're saying he was on a popular YouTube show, he got kicked off, and now he's on this show, but he's going to laugh at me and make fun of me because I made a stupid mistake, huh?
But you're choosing to remain a victim and using it to milk your subscribers, the people that support you. You know what? I have no respect for people who take advantage of the people who support them. I love my chat. My chat.
And I love my chat. I love the great conversations that we have every single day. That's why I come to stream every day, to have nice personal conversations with the people who I spend time with all day long, right?
Reason why I'm successful and I'm able to sit in my house and talk about my opinions online.
Me too.
It's not that hard of a job. It's fun. I fucking love it.
Me too.
I get to play video games and people watch me and pay me. Play video games.
Correct.
You get to do the same. You lucky fucking asshole.
You're right.
How dare you fucking bitch about it?
Who's bitching about it?
You're bitching about it.
I'm not bitching about the content I put out. I'm bitching about all the shit around it that I have nothing to do with.
Because you bring it on stream.
I'm bitching about.
Pizza, shut up.
All the nonsense that people have made up about me.
Because you do shit.
I love my job. I love the games I play. I love my audience.
Yeah,
what
sure
are you
you do.
thinking of?
That's why you have to put on YouTube mode every time you stream.
Being a fucking victim.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not a victim. I outright said on your show, no one should be contributing to me because they feel bad because people are hating on me. No,
so why do you have to use personal information?
On the internet.
So why do you
support me because you like my content and you like me. That's it. I don't want people coming in. We don't have pity parties.
Okay, so if we don't have pity parties, why do we know all these things that happen in your house, in your personal life? Why? Why do we know these things? Because you use these things as a manipulation tactic to get money from your audience. We can see it from your own fucking streams.
Streams is shit. We don't. So what are you talking about? You're lecturing the wrong person.
Your shit. All right, I'm
You
done.
lectured the wrong person. Literally every point you made was wrong.
man.
Congratulations,
That's
Adam.
okay. That's okay.
Adam,
Good.
with the most uninformed rant of the year award. Yes,
Look at
Adam.
that salty as
everyone.
shit. Salty.
Everyone applaud this man. Most uninformed man.
Like, it's really uninformed in what sense? Again, he only listened to the detractor shit, but what did you give him? Again, you just told him things that didn't make any sense. And while he was on your stream, he was telling you straight to your face that it didn't make any sense. And you sat there and you said, you're right, like a little bitch. So I don't understand what do you mean you uninformed? You didn't inform him of anything. You didn't have the courage to inform him of anything. You didn't have the courage to expose yourself just a little bit, just to prove your innocence, just to counter everybody. So, if you're going to be mad at Adam for being uninformed, you should be mad at yourself because you didn't tell him anything. You didn't put him on to what was going on. You just said things that didn't make any fucking logical sense. And once again, Adam told you straight to your face that they didn't make any logical sense, and you sat there and nodded like, yeah, you're right. I already told you, Every time you said, I told you the reason, every reason you gave him, dude, that doesn't make any sense. I don't believe you, Phil. That sounds like projection, Phil. Yeah, you're right. I can see it I can see that, that you see it that way. So why are you getting mad? Why are you getting mad? oh, because, you know, it's not like fucking Jade that, you know, you can sit there, okay. The troll's okay, it's the troll's fault, okay. No, bro. You gotta show him receipts. The detractors came up to him with receipts. You responded with straight hearsay. Don't get mad because he's telling you, you know, he's going off of the information that he received, which was none from you. So sit there, stay mad, stay losing, stay on mission 1, level 1, world 1, you know, whatever. Just stay there. Just stay there. That's where you always be, Phil. Can't do shit for yourself. Can't do shit for your streams.
Never heard talk about me, actually. Like my detractors intentionally are uninformed and say wrong things. This man just made no effort to be informed whatsoever before he went off. I mean, that's pretty.
And you didn't help any. You didn't help.
I don't think I've ever really seen someone as misinformed about me and then actually pretend like they knew what they were talking about.
They knew what they were talking about.
Wow. But again,
because he's a real person.
Doing it on the show that I'm not on, so I can't.
No, you can't combat shit. Because how you gonna combat it? Like, Phil, how you gonna sit there and talk back to a man who basically was a model, who had a career as a fucking model, traveled the world and worked with people, very important people? What are you gonna tell him? What are you gonna let them know about? When you don't even leave the fucking house. Like, just like with all of us, he's going based off of the information that he received, and he's cross-referencing that with his own life experience. And he's coming to his own opinion about you. He's sitting there fucking with his world experience, like what he does. With modeling, what he does with freaking, you know, running his coffee company, running an actual business, servicing actual customers. Having to account for, you know, how much he makes on the business so he can give his taxes. Working with people, networking with people. What are you going to tell him? What are you going to inform him about? This is why you look fucking crazy. You sit there, we watch you every day doing the same shit in the same spot. And you gonna sit there and act like you know more than this man? Really, Phil? 'Cause I'll go off of that alone. Like, how you gonna sit there and you think a man who's actually traveled the world and worked with people is more, you know, is less informed than a person who's never left his house and the only source of information he gets is from Twitter? That shit is hilarious to me, bro. Like, he's worked with actual content creators. You haven't done shit on YouTube except fucking make videos and collect ad revenue and play the algorithm. Like, this is, yo, like if it wasn't so fucking pathetic, this would be hilarious, man. I would sit there and just be like, just laugh and just straight up just like, yo, bro, man. But like, this is like sad, like actually fucking sad. The whole thing is just fucking sad. Number one, you sat there asking for an interview because you want to go and imply a pignosis on people, right? To a new audience and basically have somebody with a large platform sympathize with you and be on your side. You don't prepare for it. You basically tell these people the same thing that you say on stream every fucking day, which they can see. And you continue to do it even after the fucking interview. They sit there and counter everything that comes out your mouth. You sit there and like nod your head and somewhat agree because you're scared to like debate them on the topic. And after you've received your ass whipping like a good boy, you go back and say everything's okay, everything's good. But then you find out that, you know, they're making money on a post show that you're not on. Talking shit about you. and you're sitting there molding. Like, the whole thing, like, it's just, God, man. Like, if I had a bottle of cold water, I'd pretend to cry. That's how sad it is.
That's pretty impressively amazing, isn't it?
Get it out. Get it out. I love it. I love it. Like, I think that at the end of the day, look, there are common themes on this show, right? Common sense and responsibility, right? Those have been a common theme from the start, and everything you said rings true with those. Like, we are so freaking lucky to be able to do that.
Correct?
Dude.
We all are. Anyone
So
making
fucking
content on the internet is insanely lucky. I've said this a million times. The only reason I'm popular is because I started when I did. If I had started later, I never would have had absolutely anyone at all who, would have watched me.
Lucky.
Right?
I love my life. I love doing what I do.
This guy sounds just like me with he's saying.
No, he's not.
Which proves he never watched me if he thinks that we're different.
No,
We're literally...
But he actually applies that, like, in real life. Like, you can actually see it in the content. You can actually see it in his business. You can actually see it in his portfolio of work. Okay? It's not like you where you do the same shit every day and you just spew this shit to people as some kind of fucking cope.
Like kindred spirits in this regard with how much we love what we do.
So fucking gay. I'm sorry.
But he just wants to insult me because everyone else says I'm a shithead.
Kindred
Good job.
spirits.
House. I love my house, and that's all thanks to you guys. Like
This sounds exactly
people
like
who support
me.
online.
Every day.
Whoa. I got people all in different countries that are like, man, you're fucking great. Thank you for doing what you do. Shout out from Panama. Shout out from Ireland. Shout out from fucking wherever.
Shout out
it's like,
from
this is fucking awesome.
Singapore.
Like, I got
Shout out
all
to
around the globe trying to support me, and it's like I will never.
I don't know.
Look at them like a dollar.
So, like, who else they got?
Correct, and I don't
DSP
either.
got a
Right.
fans in England and shit.
Again, I have zero respect for it. Many people in this circle that do that, and it's like, man, as soon as you do that, the audience knows.
That's why I need to change for the better. I need to stop with the e-begging shit. I know that. I'm
But you
trying my
don't.
best.
You
That's
don't.
why when I fall back on my old ways and when I have my fans emailing me and shit and saying, dude, what are you doing? I appreciate that.
People tell you
It's
this.
happened recently and it really pisses me off.
It's
It does.
more than recently. Like, it's been
know what I
happening.
mean?
It's a pattern.
It really pisses me off that I do it. And I got to get better at it because I'm in a situation, unlike him, who probably, he's not financially tight. I am incredibly financially tight because of all the shit I've been through over.
Okay, but all the shit that you've been through over the years, what you mean, like maxing out the 14 credit cards so you can go ahead and lose at fucking fighting game tournaments? Yeah, he's probably okay because he's made sound financial decisions with his money, unlike you. Again, that's an issue. That's a you thing. Like, again, you're telling us this like this with this valuable human being angle, but it's just like, dude, you're just not valuable. You're just broken. You're just a failure. You're not a valuable human being. You're just a failure.
Years. That's something I absolutely need to get better. I don't see my viewers as dollar signs. I don't say, oh, time to turn on that stream and let the dough start rolling. It's like, no, I want to turn on my stream and have fun, play a game, have a conversation, do a fun podcast. That's what I want to do. And then the money comes along with that. But again, this is something I've reiterated a million times in my own content. This guy knows nothing about me. He's lecturing no one. He's literally lecturing the wall at this point, right?
Feel it. They could sense it when you don't give a shit about them anymore, and then you start guilting them. Like, dude, you can't guilt your audience. They're gonna support you if you're worth supporting, okay? And you cease being worthy of their support when you see them as dollar signs instead of people that live fucking lives. That's life. As I said, life is tough. All right, they're choosing to.
I'm not even gonna listen to the rest of it, dude. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He's just fucking terrible.
Like, you're yelling at someone who agrees with you. It's like you walked into a church and you yelled out, "God is great." Yes, Adam. Anyway.
Like many skeptical detractors on Twitter, you guys shut me the F up and got me hat in hand. You guys crushed it. This is a great intro to side scrollers and want to see what's Echidna says DSP said he promised his wife he would quit mobile games, admitted he sank money into WWE might cause a lot more trouble than just embarrassment.
Well, that would
Mm.
actually make sense as why he can't let his username get out, because he said that it would harm his family if his username got out. It's like that actually. So he could be being honest.
They're
actually.
making new conspiracies up now.
What?
Oh
No,
my
no, no.
God.
No new conspiracies. Again, you said that you cannot show this information because you might be exposing things that you might get you in trouble, that might put you at risk. What risk? What risk? You said this yourself.
I got a headache. I got a fucking headache, dude. I got a serious headache. Yes, what I said, just to clarify, because now people want me to clarify on that statement, what I said was I stopped playing mobile games like I used to. Remember, I admitted I used to play WWE Supercard, I used to play Dokkan Battle, I used to spend insane amounts of money on them. I know I admitted it. When I got with Cat, that was the end of that. When I got with Cat, that was it.
The entire
More
time.
important
That's kinda
things.
Okay, okay, so like, okay, now my head is starting to hurt. I'm sorry. My head's starting to hurt because you're not understanding, Phil. So yes, you said that you stopped playing WWE Supercard and Dokkan Battle, which were mobile games, right? But now you've admitted to playing WWE Champions, which is also a mobile game. Okay, so you're still indulging in the problem. Like, am I wrong here? Am I getting it fucked up? Because I feel like I know he's gaslighting, but that's the thing about Pignosis. Sometimes it works a little too well. So I gotta go back.
I got a fucking headache, dude. I got a serious headache. Yes, what I said, just to clarify, because now people want me to clarify on that statement, what I said was I stopped playing mobile games like I used to. Remember, I admitted I used to play WWE Supercard, I used to play Dokkan Battle, I used to spend insane amounts of money on them. I know I admitted it. When I got with Cat, that was the end of that. When I got with Cat, that was it.
Okay.
More important thing.
Okay, so I'm even gonna indulge in the semantics. So you said that when Cat moved in, you stopped spending insane amounts of money on mobile games like you used to. Okay, so so you had an addiction to mobile games, right? Because you were spending insane amounts of money on them. Cat moved in. You said you stopped playing mobile games like that. So that means you stopped indulging in your addiction at those extremes. I'll give it to you. But the thing is, you just admitted that you still indulge in the addiction. Okay? So, like, indulging in the addiction at any point is bad. All right? So, right there, you lied. You're admitting to, like, you're showing everyone that you lied. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You can't if you're addicted to something, you can't indulge in it because you're gonna fall right back into the trap. So in the interview, you were asked flat out, "Are you playing WWE Champions?" And you were saying you said yes. And the thing is, in your mind, you said yes, saying like you just played WWE Champions, no biggie. But the thing is, you admitted that you indulged in your addiction, which is bad. So right there, in what you just said, was that you had this addiction, you indulged in it to a certain extreme, and when Cat moved in, you didn't indulge in the addiction to that extreme, but you still indulged in it. Yeah, this goes back to the liquor thing. I used to drink a lot of liquor. I used to spend a lot of money on liquor. I used to spend a lot of money, not on beer, on gin, whiskey. Okay, and then when Kat moved in, I said, nah, we're not doing all that. I'm not spending, thousands of dollars on gin and whiskey. It was an addiction, but I beat the addiction, and now I just drink beer. And, now I like a little White Claw now and then. Because, that's that, he admitted to playing Street Fighter Duel. So, Phil, let's reiterate this again. You have an addiction to this thing. It's a bad thing. You shouldn't be touching this thing. You shouldn't be nowhere near this thing. But you just admitted on that interview that, yeah, you still mess with the thing. And then you sat there and told your audience that back then, you messed with the thing a lot, but when your wife moved in, you didn't mess with it as much, but you still messed with it. I don't know how much clearer I can make it. And yeah, and then again, we could find a retcon when you're saying that you quit completely. So then, again, you lied. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, this is you. This is you on the internet. This is Phil Burnell. Remember, you're getting 100% pure, unadulterated Phil.
The entire point of the show. Lion Robot says, I was wrong. The side scrollers crushed it yesterday and also gave us one help.
All right, well, there's really nothing else to say. This is the whole thing, right? There's literally nothing else to address, correct?
Yeah, so we're done.
For sure.
We're done?
And I think that
yes.
when you have any sort of...
Yo, I love when we get to a point where, I love when we get to a point every time when it's a pre-stream. It's a pre-stream. It's a stream, like a restream that I'm doing. Or it's just something I'm just, reacting to when it comes to DSP. Every single fucking time when I get to a point where he goes, all right, that's it. Let's wrap it up. I think we should close. There's always about 20-something minutes left. I love that shit. Yeah, meaningful, Cootie. Don't forget that.
Family member or community member or even friend, you just, you can be harsh to them while spouting the truth.
Well, it's like the problem.
All right, because I got to start wrapping up with my own shit.
Come
my
on,
stream
yes.
usually ends around this time.
Yeah, let's do it. Wrap it up.
So
you should wrap it up right
the
there.
I'm gonna, because I need to come to a conclusion here.
No,
I actually have something to say.
No.
All right.
Okay, so he needs to. No. Phil, no. The conclusion, right? That's it. After the conclusion, everything. The party done. Okay. You can't say I have a conclusion and then I have something to say. No, bro, no.
Here's how this all ends. Okay. All right, here's how all this ends.
All right,
it's this simple.
You said that twice.
Okay, because I'm done with this now.
Okay, we get you. I feel you.
No, I'm not going to Duty Stream. Duty Stream can kiss my ass.
All right.
Okay.
Duty. Come on, just keep it. Wrap it up.
Here's the deal. All right. Here's how we end it.
You said that already.
You gave me. You promised me one thing. You gave me something else. Right. I thought from what I was doing.
They asked you if you were okay with this, and you could have turned it down at any time, and you chose not to. You said okay. You thought you were doing some big boy shit, and you got exposed. Okay? They weren't out to get you. They got all the information. They told you, yo, are you comfortable with this? And even during the interview, they even gave you the luxury of asking you, were you comfortable with this? And you said yes. Because you thought you was on your big boy shit. But then you got exposed for being a fucking immature man-child scammer. That's on you, homie. Again, this is consequences of your actions.
When I was sitting there, that it actually was legit. It was not. It was 100%.
Look at you.
Coming
Look
from
at you.
the wrong direction. Only talk to detractors. It was really, really disingenuous what Craig and his people did there to me. Okay. And the thing is,
yeah, you said it was fair.
I'll be honest with you guys. Do you want to know the truth? This was all expected. 100%.
Yes. Yes, I love this. I love it.
Basically, what I wanted to.
I love it. Look at the Superman curl and everything. Yes. Yes, you fell for my social experiment. See, I have been a content creator for 14 years, and I know what keeps the wheels moving. Just like with a car repair. Silly detractors, once again you fell for my experiment that I will show to my dents, my 40 dents, that I am harassed every day.
This is similar to last year, which we didn't talk about, which I said I wanted to talk about on that interview, and they never brought it up. This is incredibly similar to the situation where I had car repairs last year.
Oh my, bro.
You know she's getting filled by some black stud. You know there's some black fucking bull that's just filling her with cock meat, giving her the real fuck she deserves. Some big black bull just filling her with cock meat.
That's not even the soundbite that I wanted. Like, god damn, man, that guy's so fucking predictable, yo. It's not even fucking funny, bro. It's not even fucking funny.
And I wanted to test the waters and see, depending on what I mentioned to you guys publicly, what would happen, correct?
Yo!
So last year my car broke down. I mentioned it on a stream.
Let's go!
And basically, what happened is all of my detractors used their bullshit, identity theft information, okay? And basically,
so wait.
What I've seen is, again, the more information you give, they'll do whatever, and they hurt me.
So wait, no. The identity. Wait, can you reiterate that? The identity. I'm sorry. Hold on.
So I used identity theft to find the documentation of the car repair that I did.
Okay.
Did it matter? No.
So wait, so they use the identity theft from what? The identity theft from what, Phil? Exactly, subject. Exactly. So if follow me, Phil. So that shit wasn't you said on the interview that shit wasn't your account. That shit wasn't this. And now you're saying identity theft, that they use that information to find your car repair guy? No, he showed the repair receipt after he got caught out, Wilson. Wait. Hold on. I gotta
And basically, what I've seen is, again, the more information you give, they'll do whatever, and they hurt me. They actually used identity theft to find the documentation of the car repair that I did. Did it matter?
Okay, so wait.
No, it didn't matter at all, right? It had no purpose, but it was a test.
Okay. So, what identity theft though? Where was the? Because you're saying that they used the identity theft to access that. So wait, no, but like he's saying that the identity theft for the documentation for the car repair shit, or that they used identity theft to get access to the documentation to the documentation. That's where I'm confused at. Yeah, he's losing me here, because where did the identity theft happen?
I just give a little bit of information out. What will happen? What happened is people used identity theft for no good reason to try to find out all my shit online. All right? So, the test was successful. And that's what I said. It's like, man, if I give out my information or whatever,
so
it doesn't even matter who I give it to. It's going to backfire. But in the case...
Okay, so let me take this L. Let me take this L. I'm right. I'm going to take everything that you say at face value, DSP. I'm going to take the L. I'm going to take the L. I'm wrong. Okay, so let's say you did this test, right? Because to prove people that people are fucking with you. And the thing is, if you know people are going to fuck with you, why are you going to commit these tests? Why are you wasting your audience's time and money when you say you have no money to spend? You're penny pinching. You're wasting money to do these tests. So you willingly go through these trials and tribulations and spend your audience's money just to prove that the world is out to get you? Do you understand? I'm not trying to I'm not, this is, I'm going by what you're telling me, my guy. Like, this is not adding up.
This interview, this was also a test. These guys.
So this was also a test. So you went out and admitted to fraud. So you So you went ahead and exposed the fact that your wife had a restraining order against her ex as a test. You willingly leaked that out as a test, as some sort of shit test to detractors. You exposed something very personal to your wife as a social experiment for your detractors. So are we hearing this right? So that whole ordeal where he went there and exposed himself to be an idiot, to be a scammer, to be a liar, where he showed the world that he has a crippling addiction, where he goes and exposed something very personal about his wife as some kind of test. Really? Whatever, my guy. But the thing is, like, if you again, let's this was a test. So Phil admitting to fraud. Phil making himself look more suspicious than he already did. Phil speaking to Keemstar and showing everyone that he is a very difficult person to work with, to the point where Keemstar is going to make a Netflix documentary about him. All this was done as some sort of social experiment so that you can say you see to a group of about 40 people. Wow, my guy. I think I might just let this ride out.
We're supposed to be, okay? These guys were supposed to be neutral.
This is a certified hood classic.
Craig said, you know, coming in from neutral perspective, fair interview, and that's definitely not what it was. But I believed them. I was like, let's give this a shot, right? Right? Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. I told you, I went in, you know, did I trust Craig? Yeah, probably about 98%, but I always had this inkling in the back of my head that this is what it was going to be. I did. I had this inkling in the back of my head that that's exactly what it was going to be. All right? And that's exactly what it ended up being. It ended up being, we're going to do an interview, but then immediately benefit. And then what are we going to do? We're going to, the next day, crap on him for an entire stream. And just benefit again. Just to let the money keep rolling in. Literally, not going to you got people on your show crapping on me, know nothing about me, did zero research, right? But that's okay, as long as you make money, as long as the money's rolling in. Keep reading the super chats, right? So congratulations. Congratulations to Craig, right? You proved who you really are, along with your group there. You know, disingenuous, and it's messed up. It's pretty messed up, all right? Not once, you did not go into that interview even thinking that I was going to be innocent at any moment. You actually went in with all the preconceived notions from the detractors. All right? So it's fucked up. And it is what it is. But you know what? You live and you learn, right? And this was a test for me. It really was. It was a test to see what would happen if I did something like this. It went pretty much the worst that you could expect, right? Let's be honest here. Pretty much. But that's to be expected when it comes to me. No one giving me a fair shake or anything, right? So, it's this simple, all right? Because we're going to do a few shout-outs here in a second for contributions. I'll read through them. Moving forward, excuse me, all right? I have no aspirations to be in anyone's interview or anything like this about this shit, all right? At all. Zero. Because I don't know if I could trust anyone. If, you know, these guys were supposed to be neutral. How could I possibly trust anyone moving forward, right? It's just, it's crazy to think how it turned out after the fact, right? But I don't know. How could you trust anyone? It just seems everyone out there is just, they want to use me to get a rise, to get popularity, right? That's 1,000,000% that's what this is. And I've had it. I'm not going to let other people use me in their shit like this. You want to make content about me, then, you know, do it in your own content, your own streams or whatever. Crap on me nonstop. Profit, profit, profit is what it's all about, right? My misery is your benefit. I can't stop you from doing that. I can't. But I'm going to take the moral high ground. I'm going to make better content than that. I'm not going to be that, all right? Moving forward. I haven't really focused on that to begin with. I'm not going to make my misery, your misery my benefit, right? Moving forward, if I want to talk to someone, they're going to be on my show. You understand? So if someone actually, I have something interesting I want to speak to. Like, for example, I mentioned earlier, Review Tech USA is someone I would very much like to speak with and have a civil conversation about. Like just talking with this guy back and forth civilly about everything, about our history and the vitriol between us, and kind of squash the beef, because I actually feel like that's something I need to do. That's important right now. I think that would be something very productive that would help. You know what I'm saying? I would 1,000,000% do it if it means that at the very, very least, right? It's not going to be something that's then going to be turned into nonstop levels of profit for other people by exploiting me. And literally, it's what that was. This is exploitation. There's a difference between I did an interview and it was objective, and then the exploitation stream is the next day, where you make the money rolling in on it, on shitting on me the whole stream. And literally, everything you're saying is wrong. Oh, this about Phil, that about Phil. Wrong, wrong. Oh, he had nothing on the page. Page is right there. Everything's written, all my expenses. Like, everything you say is wrong. But that's fine, because you're on your show. There's no one to counter you. That was the most wrong thing that could have possibly happened. Literally. That was one of the most wrong things that you could have done, is had that show with no opportunity for me to counter any of it. That's just, I can't believe it. That was so backhand, so that, you want to talk about, I'm in a pit of snakes. That's, are you kidding me?
Snakes, you say? Snake.
Really? After I give you 5.5 hours of my time, that's how you thank me? Wow. And all that money you made on that fucking show, right? The biggest show you've ever had, right? But that's how you do it. You have a whole show that's just crapping on me. Like, wow, amazing, right? Just stupendous.
Sensational.
I defended them last night, saying that it was fair or whatever, right?
It was fair. The interview was fair.
Anyway.
It was.
I'm done. This is the end of my stream. I'm going to do shout-outs, and we're going to get out of here. So, by the way, yes, I will, like I already said, I'm planning to have people here on DSP Reacts have conversations with people, all right? I would love to have a conversation with Rich and maybe a few others. I already have a couple other people.
You mean like Wings? Like Wings, where you fucking said that the dude's not gonna call in? You're gonna have him in your chat? Really, my guy? Am I hearing that right? Wasn't it he like Wings was gonna be on, but Wings had to be like in his chat? Or am I not? I don't know, man. It's. I pulled a Phil today. I just checked Twitter. I really wasn't checking anything out. Alright. Let me let it ride out. I'm gonna let it ride out. I'm here though.
interested in and or lined up. And, you know, that likely will happen. I don't know exactly when. With Rich, I'd actually like to do it soon, but I don't know, you know, when that would happen. I'm sure he'll contact me. Yeah, I mean, there you have it. I'm done with this. This is the end of it. I'm happy now that you know, because again, the bait was set for this to happen. It happened. So now I know I will never get a fair shake. It's never going to happen. There will never be a fair shake for darksydephil.
Admitting to
People
bankruptcy fraud.
See too much in the possibility of benefiting from making fun of me, right? Then the offset of, oh, just do it fairly. So since the benefit outweighs the morality part of the equation, I won't put myself into the position of risk. You understand? There's no point. So I'm not going to do that any further. I'm just going to do my own content, and I'm going to have people on my show if they want to have conversations, and that's it. Fair enough? Like, that's done. I'm just not going to do nothing else. I'm not wasting my time. This is it. This is the end all be all. I address the nonsense. You come on my stream, you bring up nonsense, you're out of here, right? I'm just done with it. I'm not putting up with any of this bullshit anymore. Okay?
Whatever.
It's just, I can't. I can't entertain your narrative of bullshit anymore. I just can't. I'm not. It's not worth my time. I'm too old for this shit. I just want to make my content for my audience and move on. Now I had to waste another stream tonight to watch that.
You really didn't have to. You didn't
For
have
what?
to. You really didn't have to do this, but you did it anyway.
So
you did it on your own, sir.
I'll do some tip shout outs here. I mean, 90% of the super chats tonight were pretty toxic. I didn't really pay attention to much of them because they were so toxic. I'll take a quick look at these tips here.
Troll tip, troll tip, troll tip. That's what I'm saying, Dwight. Right? It's like, what the fuck?
I don't even know what that means. Some dude $1.50 saying trolls are whales donating hundreds of dollars. I don't even know what that means. Are you talking about on their stream? So someone to me $1.50 says, I'm not your biggest fan. I agree Adam was scummy today. Dude has a massive superiority complex. Like, who is he to fix someone's life with shitty advice? There you go.
Yeah, but you won't say it. You won't say that. You won't fucking say it.
And by the way, this is, I told you, I'm done with this. I'm not retorting to anything. I'm not responding to anything further. I'm done. Tomorrow, we're back to standard content. No more drama shit on the internet.
Still kept talking about it for 2 days.
Dollar tip. Troll again. Ignore this. Here we go. Sasuke man. Wow, that's a, I don't know how to pronounce this. Sasuke, maybe it's supposed to be Sasuke, but it's with a Q instead of a K. Says, it's a $5 tip, by the way. He says, nasty how they trashed you after that interview. Props for sticking, you know, with it and everything. Yeah, you know. Hold on here. There we go. Okay, here.
I'm just waiting for him to wrap it up.
There's another $5 tip.
We're almost done.
Hiseo just did a $5 tip. He says, "Man, I'm glad I missed the event. I don't know if I should have attended it and watched it after this. I mean, literally the event is 5 hours of them grilling me answering their questions with the answers you guys have already heard. There was a few other things that you probably have never heard, but it's not too much significant, you know, addition of anything. And then, you know, now their post-day show crapping on me for 2.5 hours and making money doing it. So there you go, right?" Gin Martini Shaken Not Stirred did a tip that says, I agree Adam is passive-aggressive. He's getting all his info from detractors. My only criticism is, are you not going to read the super chats? I could go through them, but I'm not reading the negative ones. Like, there's a million troll super chats tonight.
All right, so read them.
Someone just tipped me $1, says, I'm actually an ex-con. I don't know if this is true or not. This is an ex-con, and your question was, according to society, if you do something wrong, should you pay for it forever? According to society, yes. Especially if you're an ex-con, good luck 20 years later, even trying to get a certain kind of job or whatever. I mean,
depends
I guess
on what
that's
you
a good
did.
point.
It depends
The
on what you
difference
did.
is,
Depends
you
on
know,
what you
saying
did.
something really stupid on the internet versus you went to jail for a crime, a serious crime, is a little different. But then again, even, yeah, maybe there should be at some level there's forgiveness, right? You'd think. So what super chats did and didn't I read here? Let's go through them quickly. Let's see.
Let's wrap this up, big boy. 9 minutes.
I did that one. Did that one. Did that one.
Let's make it 4.5.
Did that one. The last one I did was Bloom Kit. What was the last one I shot down? Seraph? Where is Seraph? Is he even here? There's Seraph. That's the last one I did. Okay. So, Korowa Devil did a super chat and said, hold on, now it scrolled. It's pissing me off. I'm trying to read them. Try to find it again. It scrolled and completely screwed my whole thing up here. Where is Sarah? There's Sarah. Okay. So Korowa Devil did a super chat. Trolls are mad more successful than them. It's not about levels of success, but they certainly know that all this drama that was created this week is going to benefit them. Why do you think that they're giving the side scrollers money? Of course, that's why they're giving the side scrollers money. Sweaty, let's see here. Wow, Sweaty Gaming Productions did $20 super chat saying real men are not sensitive. Well, there you go. Didn't know that. Radical Jaws, we have the membership. Sorry, Phil, about this. Hope you're doing okay. Listen to me. I'm fine. Tomorrow we're back to normal stuff. Tomorrow we got a podcast. We got react stuff on this channel. You know, we got all the normal stuff coming up. It's not a big deal. It really isn't to me. It's like, 5.5 hours. You know, yeah, because nothing's a big deal to me, man. It's just I'm done with this nonsense. Here, Blogger did the super chat. Thank you for that. Only has Infinite did the super chat says debate them and have Destiny prepare you. No. Today the foot is super chat says you're cherry picking. Yeah, what can I do? I can't watch 2.5 hours. My shoe's about to end. I can't do 2.5 hours of reacting to their show shooting me the entire time. Bloom did the super chat says they read all the super chats on their show. Right, but if the entire thing is insulting to me, do you think that's fair? Do you think it's fair to have a show where the entire show is attacking someone who's not there, who was a 5.5 hour guest on your show the day before? Does that make any sense? Right? In any universe, does that make sense to do? No, not at all. Gary, you ever gonna be a regular on there? I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be a guest. A guest. Not someone to be grilled, interrogated, and treated like a criminal who needs to confess. I was supposed to be a guest on the show. And that's what they did to me. You know? That's how they, the interview's fine, only to find out they had ulterior motives all along. Isn't that nice? Radical Jaws, I gifted a membership. Congrats to the person who got it. It was, doesn't say. Whoever got it, congrats. Two last names of the super chat is R2 Meyer. I must be sick to my stomach. Well, there you go. Into the foot of the super chat. He says, you're doing what the Tractor City, do opinion we want to hear. It was a 2.5 hour show. I don't have 2.5 hours. My stream only goes till 9:15. It's 9:38. Two last names of the super chat. And earnest person understands why you can't show anything. Exactly. Let's see here. It's troll, ignore that. Troll, ignore that. Troll, ignore that. Rosa says, Adam was a former male model and he went gay for pay. I don't believe that. I'm not going to listen to slander about that. That's bullshit. That's stupid. Let's see here.
Even he is. He's still more successful than Phil.
Being confrontational. You had a chance to make connections. I think you blew it. Wait, dude, they interviewed me for 5.5 hours. I did exactly what they wanted, correct? And then they shat on me for 2.5 hours the next day. Why am I being confrontational?
They asked you and you said okay.
First, and then I reacted appropriately, defensively, saying, you're out of your minds doing this to me. How are you saying, what are you talking about? You know? Anyway, let's see here. Andy did a super chat says, let's see. I follow Rich, I'm not a fan of yours, I do support you here. Adam is anti-woke. He's a nut that just learned about you. What he's saying is unfair. I don't care about anyone streaming with anyone. Nobody cares. Okay. Goober, I don't know if I saw your super chat. Oh no, Goober, your super chat was stupid. And Cody's saying, what do you chew on your lip? My lip is very dry right now. It's been dry all day, actually.
But put some chapstick on it. Nasty.
Air is kind of blowing.
Nasty.
It happens, right? Anyway. Alright, guys, so I'm going to leave it at this. No more tips came in. I hope the troll tips are skipping up. Let's see. Yep, so ignore that. So we popped a Phil to me $2. It's sad these guys decided to cash in on you instead of being neutral. I was enjoying their content for years, and many others. Keep your head up because your true fans will always appreciate you. Yeah, it's sad. Guys who make good content, but they never made content like this before. That's for sure, right? They literally never made any content like what they made about me. Like I said, if there wasn't money involved, would they have been playing Mario Kart today, or would they have been, you know what I'm saying? Why did they do that today? Because there's money. It's the only reason.
Okay, yeah. So get that bag.
I got another $2 tip from Radical Jaws. Let you know. It was Hybrid who got my member gift. Thank you. Congrats, Hybrid. Be sure to thank Radical Jaws. I feel like your pain today. I got a stupid. I have post-nasal drip now tonight. I'm sorry to hear that. I hate post-nasal drip. It's awful. Post-nasal drip is really bad, and I don't wish you not.
Oh, come on.
Okay. And is that another? There was another super chat, a big one. Mike did a super chat. I'm spreading the love. Thank you, Mike, for the big super chat. That's a huge one, actually. It's about $20. Sarah really did that really big one too. Thank you.
That was cooking.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. In conclusion, the 2-hour shit show stream that I didn't want to do tonight. It's very simple. All right. Moving forward, I'm not turning anyone's show. Don't ask me to. I've already addressed all the bullshit to the best of my ability. I'm done with it. There's no point bringing it up ever again. Let all these idiots talk about it on their own content and leave me out of it. I'm here to put out fun gameplay, interactive podcasting, react content, and have a fun time with my small audience. I'm happy with that. All right, I'm very happy with that. And I'll continue to do that and enjoy that for as long as I can. All right, and I hope that you guys will continue to join me for all this content moving forward. I appreciate that. All right, the experiment worked because this was an experiment to see if someone could actually treat me fairly and neutrally. They did not. It was completely one-sided, as evidenced by who they spoke with, how they approached it. The emails I just got from Craig. I mean, it's all evidence. You know what they're saying on the show. One-sided stuff. They don't even know the truth about what they're saying. They're literally speaking things that are factually untrue about me, as if they're factually true with an audience, a captive audience. You know, it's messed up. No one's a retort or say, "What are you talking about? That's wrong." You know, it's fucked up. So I'm done with it. I'm not entertaining being in an interview like this ever again. There's no point. All right. However, if you want to appear on my, over here and do a nice civil conversation or interview or whatever, we go back and forth. Like, that's what I mean. Like, if I have Rich on from Retake USA, I don't want to interview the guy and grill about shit. I just want to have a conversation. Just shoot the shit with him. Talk with him a little bit back and forth. If he asks me something I don't want to answer, I won't. If I ask him something he doesn't want to answer, he won't. Just be civil with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It doesn't have to be some crazy over the top dramatic stuff. You know what I'm saying? There you go. So Goober, yeah, sorry. And then Deadly Productions did a super chat. It's been a while since I said hello, but I'm watching and liking your stuff on demand. Shame to hear about this and I'm screwing you over. What can you do? The dollar sign's too powerful for a lot of people, man. What else can I say? Slayer's here tonight. We have this membership. I joined the stream not expecting this reaction. Even if I was not a fan, I can see that this aftermath criticism is totally unwarranted. I was just wondering, did you finish Hogwarts? We did. We did. Sadly, we didn't finish everything. You're probably be disappointed. All right. Slayer, because the ending was disappointing. A little bit. The story ending was great. I actually like the story ending, but I need to do all the side content. You'll see if you watch the end of the playthrough. I'm curious if people want to see me play it again, do like an epilogue stream. I didn't get everything done because of the way they set up the post game content. Anyway. All right, everyone. Thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm done with the drama. By the way, we had the same amount of likes on the stream. We had a crazy amount of support. Thank you all for that. I really appreciate that. Jones, the bonus is super, they're super biased. I went to their stream. That's that. You don't have to do that. The best way to avoid the bullshit, all right, is to just ignore it now. We're not talking about it anymore. We're not going to pay attention to it. It is what it is. Just ignore the nonsense. Okay, guys? I mean it. Just let's do our own thing on my channels and just ignore the hate train that they continue to make about me. There's no point in entertaining any of it. I cannot get a fair shake anywhere. This has been proven now. No matter what, those detractors will follow along and give the incentive that they're going to be nasty to me no matter what, and they can't resist. They just can't resist it. So, all right, everyone. Everyone, please have a good evening, and thanks for watching. Actually, hold on a second. There we go. Thanks for watching.
That's it? That's the end of it? Okay. Well, okay, so, like, let me go ahead and just break something down for the homies, you know what I'm saying, before we adjourn, you know what I'm saying? So, Phil, who begged for this interview, so this is Phil, went through all of this to basically admitted to, you know, admitted to bankruptcy fraud, possibly tax fraud, exposed his wife's, you know, sensitive information, showed the world how much of a scumbag he is in order to prove a point to a audience of about 40 people. Am I right? So this was all a test. So letting people know that, you know, you fucking lied about your bankruptcy. You let the world know that you listen to detractors more than your fucking actual fans. You showed the world that you're a liar and that you have an addiction and you still indulge in the addiction and you lied to your audience about it as a test. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is his words. This is Phil Burnell. This isn't me making up a conspiracy theory. Phil said it himself. This was an entire test. Everything that he said on that interview was for the point of a social experiment to see if people will be nice to him. So he showed the entire world how much of a scumbag he is, just to see if people will be nice to him. Does this man not understand how delusional he sounds? But what can I say? What can I say? Again, this is from Phil's mouth. Phil's mouth. Crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had fun tonight. I hope you enjoyed what we just saw. You know, thanks for stopping by. You know, it's always good to have fun when you guys stop by. Tomorrow we'll just get back to usual. I think we're caught up with everything. This was the only thing that I really wanted to watch. So tomorrow we're going to get back to business as usual with the Glaze State. Thank you, my people. Thank you for stopping by. You know I love you. I love you just for a treat. Just as a treat. Just as a treat. And I'm doing some gameplay right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch this off. Let me turn this off real quick. Get this out of here. All right, and we're gonna switch this up. Yes, we're gonna ride out. Hey, let me get some that's nice for home. There we go. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Love you, love you, love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.